Good morning. Hi. Hello. Good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. Genki desu ka? Are you doing good? Yes or no? Please send a message. Yes or no? Or maybe? Or in the middle? Or not yet decided? Or something? Hi. 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 Solid middle. Yeah, I'm mid too. The morning voice is gonna be the end of you. Why? Is it hurting your ears? I'm sorry. I'm like a cheese grater, but vocally. Hi! You're in the middle. To be debated. To be announced. To be debated. To be decided. Okay, well, you have like 4 hours now to decide how you feel. The end of him in a good way. The end. Good. Positive. Yeah, unlike most series I'm watching right now, they all end very badly. Like, unfun. You can barely hear it. I'm acclimating. Yeah, sort of. Not really. I mean, I've been awake for like half an hour now, so I guess I woke up a little earlier just to make sure that OBS is running. So maybe that extra few minutes is helping me, like, wake up a little bit, I guess. Ooh, hold on, guys. Listen to this. Hold on. Listen to this sound. Hold on, I'm breaking my nails on this. Oh. Woo! It's not been so strong anymore. Okay, that's good. A good morning, a strong zero. No, I'm not getting an alcohol addiction. No, this is a Monster Energy drink. They're so cheap here. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm struggling because my nails are so dry because the weather is so incredibly warm and it's ruining my fingers. So I have to buy some creams and nail oil, I think. I'm so not used to the climate. But it's okay. It'll just take a little bit of time. No, it's a pink Monster. It's pink. What's the flavor? I've no gosh darn idea. It says Ruby Red Fantasy, whatever that means. It tastes like fruit. That's true. It tastes fruity. Yeah, it's some kind of what does it smell like? Grape? Maybe? Yeah, it might be some kind of berry or some punch or something, but it tastes pretty good. I like it. I also have coffee, and I have already eaten most of my breakfast, but I still have some fruit, so I'll just nom on that during the stream if that's alright. I have some assorted fruit, which cost almost the same as the rest of the meal I had for the morning. It's weird. No, there's not going to be a React Annie breakfast session, I'm afraid. I also don't know what to watch. I think that's my biggest problem. I never know what to watch. And if we watch what YouTube recommends me, I'm afraid we're going to go into a you know, like old console trivia / hey, look at this cool trick for 5 hours. I mean, I personally enjoy it, but I don't think that's very very React Andy like. We need to watch memes and people falling on their face and blending an iPad or something. You're getting a bunch of shorts with funny babies in it. They're not getting blended, right? Okay, I hope that was not I hope that was not in the same vein as what I was talking about. Summoning Salt Watchalong. Yeah, he's some good stuff. Yeah. Everyone watches Daily Dose. What? But if everyone watches the exact same React content, are you watching someone react to what someone reacted to what someone reacted to, and you've already seen the videos at least 5 times at that point? You want to watch every single Blendtec Blender video? Didn't he stop making those? Did he run out of things to blend? Has the universe been blended already? Are we living in soup? Oh my god, he broke the fabric of time and space. Don't break the economy. I am feeding the economy right now with all of my purchases. Oh, it's not that bad though. But I finally finished getting everything pretty much. Like all my detergents and things. At this point, all I gotta buy is food. Food and water. The last video was only 4 years ago. I'm sure he'll be back. Although I'm fairly sure he announced he never would come back though. I'm not too sure. What did I have for breakfast today? I had the very sensible choice of not spicy for once. I ended up with okonomiyaki, which is well, this version I had was basically just cabbage with a tiny bit of the pancake on top and a little dash of sauce. So, but it was mostly cabbage. Yeah, it was good though. It was nice. I like cabbage. I like when they destroy my food with it. Just like with onions. I like when they destroy my food with onion. It's good. At least 5 times the normal recommended amount, and then I'm happy. Will I train my spice levels like that? I'm not intending to train it. I don't like spicy food. It's a cope. Everyone that loves spicy food is subconsciously just telling me that their food is so gross, they have to basically cover it in numbing potion in order to make it palatable. That's not a good thing. If your food is so incredibly spicy that you can't even taste it, what's the point of it? You might as well just put a jar of hot sauce into your mouth and that's it. Aren't I right? I think so. I think so. If your food is unrecognizably spicy, what's the point of the food? You know, you could just eat anything with the same sauce and you would never be able to tell. Tell that to us Koreans. Well, yeah, but even you guys don't have only extremely spicy stuff. You just do it for the meme. There's no numbing when you're used to it. So then you can find out finally what it really tastes like. Level 20 spice level. Yeah, you can still tell what that was supposed to be. I don't believe it. For me, spiciness is a meme, and every single spice bro that's like, oh yeah, you just don't know how good it is. You're on some massive amounts of copium, okay? You're on some serious amounts of copium, and it's been going to your brains for so long. You've been depriving yourself of oxygen, so you don't really can see reason anymore. And I am totally missing out. Yeah, I know, but still, the flavor of pain is not something I want to subscribe to. No, I know life should be about suffering, but I like to choose my battles and what I want to suffer into. Yeah, that's what I mean. A little bit of spice, as in level 0. I had a level 1 spiciness level before. 1 out of 20. And it was just right. The maximum amount that I think is good. I could still taste the food, and my mouth was also on fire, so it was the perfect amount of spiciness. Level 1 out of 20. I think that's when I should stop there, when it's still good. I've peaked. Wasabi ice cream? No, I like wasabi, but I wouldn't say it's the same thing. Also, wasabi is intended to cleanse your palate, so you know, it's still not supposed to just be wasabi, you know? What does 20 to do to someone? I think they might end up in the hospital, to be honest. If I would do that, I would end up there, I think. I would rupture from the inside. Wasabi is a different taste. Yeah, I guess it's completely different. Well, it's a different plant altogether. Although I'm not sure if I've ever had real wasabi, because they normally change it with, like, horseradish. That's what most people know as wasabi. At least I think I do. Because it's so expensive. I can't afford the real deal. People who abuse spice have no choice but to ramp it up. Isn't that kind of the fallacy you run into? Like, you get used to the previous amount of spiciness. It's not good enough anymore. And you have to go up. It's like drugs. Spiciness is like drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. Stop eating spicy food. It's literally the same. The cops can come into your room any second now and be like, oi! Oh, they're British, by the way. That's why they hate spiciness. Oi! lay off the hot sauce. Well, they should be Dutch police since we hate spicy food here. Unless you're my dad and you drown everything in sambal. How did I end up the way I am? When that man just single-handedly destroys all food we ever had. It's just a mystery. Got a license? I don't know. Well, you made a poll level? Okay, hold on. Let me check. How spicy is your Yeah, English. Are English as bad as us though? They have like... They can't be. They have Indian food. So... That's really popular there. Although probably the least spicy ones are popular. How dare you have food have taste? Do you think you're special? Yes, how dare you, food? Jalapenos are sweet. I mean, jalapenos, the ones I've had before weren't too bad. But I also didn't eat them by the handful, just like a tiny slice. Though I used to cut out all the seeds if I made food, and it required a single hot pepper. I would cut it open, remove all the seeds, and then I would add the shell. Is that bad? That's how I would make my spicy food. I think I just basically took like a bomb and I took the insides out, and then I was like, yeah, this is an explosive, but it's just a shell and nothing on the inside. It counts, right? It counts. On the outside, it looks just the same. I think it's fine. It's just the pipe part of a pipe bomb. Yeah, but you can't tell. Maybe just substitute at this point. No, I'm coping. Why so weak? I'm not weak. I am just, I'm just very white, okay? Yeah. Yeah, I just want the pepper flavor without the heat. Exactly. Exactly. Guys, you can't say I'm wrong. I did it already. I got away with it. No one came after me. Even the flesh has some spice. You make it sound kind of gruesome. I feel like I just added some human meat or something, and I don't know how I feel about that. Is that good, by the way? It's like chicken, right? You're gonna fly to Japan right now. Right now! He's hopping on a plane just to tell me I'm wrong. While you're flying, I can still commit a lot of spice crimes. You know that. Spice crimes in Dutch does sound a bit off. I should probably not do spice crimes. Let's not repeat history. What if non-spicy food is why I'm a good singer? Are those related? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. That's insane. No, it's history. And history is kind of weird. There's a lot of things that happen that sound so unbelievable that it sounds like someone just vandalized the Wikipedia article, to be honest. There's a lot of weird stuff. I'm not even sure what's the weirdest thing to happen. Besides that one time we killed the Prime Minister and ate him as a public event. It's pretty hard to top that one, I think. But to our defense, there was a famine at the time. You know, people get desperate. Yeah. Different times, you know, like 200 years ago. He was kind of asking for it by just, you know, ruining the economy or something. I'm sure he did some kind of crime. Yeah, it was just a joke. But they ate him. I can't imagine the thought process behind that one. It's like, yeah, we really hate this guy. We kind of want to get rid of him. We could incarcerate him, but we could also just kill him outright. And then some guy was like, what if we also eat him? And everyone just looked at each other. It's like, oh, that was a good point. Why waste a good meal? Although, I'd never look at a person and think, man, they look tasty. I think once you start thinking like that, you probably get into the news at some point. Yeah, they got starved because of the guy. Well, not really directly, but you know people like to point fingers and blame. Yeah. Wait, someone vandalized the Left 4 Dead article to be about a purple Francis. Biggest shitpost of Left 4 Dead history. What's the funniest edit I've seen? I don't remember. All I can think of is the Weird Al video where he vandalizes the publisher's article to say you suck. That's pretty good. That's pretty funny in my opinion, but I've never really seen one in the wild. I'm fairly sure I did see one funny one, but I kind of forgot what it was about. Fairly sure I even made a screenshot to show you guys, but I just realized it also kind of sounds like I edited it, and then was like, look guys, I found this. Thank you, Kagarato, for subscribing. Hold on, let me grab my hand. Thank you for 46 months. Thank you also Crazy Scotsman for 27 months. Thank you. Thank you, Liankibu, for 2 months. And Swoos, thank you for 8. And Mortek, thank you so much for 38 months of tier 3. Thank you. And Automatic, thank you for 22 months. And Leon, thank you for 39. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna eat my fruit before it starts to kind of get soggy, I think. I got it's a fruit mixture. I think it's just melons now I look at it. I don't like melon. Oh well. I don't even think I looked into the tin to be like, which fruit am I even buying? I'll take anything. Vitamins, please. Vitamin C. My body needs you. Yep, these are melons. Well, you can't only eat what you like, right? Guys, you see my fruit tier list. At my level of fruit eating, there's not much left over you could even put into one of these bowls. But yeah, melon is like, I don't know. To me, it's kind of tasteless. I like watermelon flavored things because they add a lot of sugar. Then it's good. Wait, you could put spice on top? Yeah, watermelon is just water. That's why it's in the name. Banana is delicious. I love banana. It's my favorite fruit, along with strawberries and coconut. To add to the discomfort of having to watch me eat, let me zoom in. Now. Yum, yum, yum. I'm almost done. Don't worry, these are really tiny. No, these are cut into pieces. I would never just devour a melon right on stream like a whole one. They're way too big. I would never finish in time of the stream. In other streams, you get to watch a funny video from Daily Dose of whatever. At my stream, you get to watch me eat a melon. An all-you-can-eat buffet of salads and fruits. Ooh, wait, where is that? I could probably use like what do you call it? Rabbit starvation saving device. I'm also reacting really hard to you guys while I'm eating melon. By the way, you guys are my entertainment while I eat melon. Oh. Really, egg is the best you guys can come up with? Okay, I'm leaving this stream. Wow. Wow, closes tab. Isn't it 4 a.m.? Yes, it's currently 4:23. That's why I'm sounding a little bit like I'm starting up. I'm booting. Also, I just noticed this melon thingy had like a little, what's it called? Like a little toothpick to pick up the pieces of fruit. But it's shaped like a heart, so I guess it's really aimed at women. Only women eat fruit that is pre-cut, I think. They know the audience. I don't think I've ever seen a guy just eat fruit like that either. Yeah, that's true. Okay, they know us. They know. Guys only eat raw meat from a little pre-made can. Ooh, do you? Actually, do you? Do you guys eat fruit? Probably not. Nah, I have a feeling you guys don't really eat fruit. Probably not. Do you? Do you? Do you? Sometimes, not enough. Yes. You actually get your 2 slices or 2 pieces of fruit a day? Really? I don't. Is everyone just being on their best behavior? Like, oh shit, I should probably eat some fruit, right? Yeah, I eat 2 pieces of banana a day. Yeah, like 200 grams of grape, 5 strawberries, and 1 singular prime minister. You don't want scurvy. Well, you can eat other stuff that has like vitamins and stuff in there, right? Like multivitamins. I do. I just pop a pill. Woohoo! No, it's too expensive. I only buy like apples and stuff because they're cheaper. But here it's pretty pricey, so I should figure out what to do, because I don't wanna get scurvy. Yeah, dried fruit is pretty good too, but I kind of prefer. I do prefer fresh fruit, I think, over dried. Unless it's dates, those are good. I don't think they are anything but dried. Coincidental groceries. You had a tangerine yesterday. Tangerines are that's the sinasupple, orange looking thing, right? But tiny, I think. You cut your own melon. Don't cut my melons. They're already pre-cut. Can't stand apples. Oh, every day's apples. Oh, that does get stale, doesn't it? For me, it's nice, but I kind of only like the red apples. The green ones are too sour. Yeah, dates. They're good. I love dates. They're delicious and sweet. Also, they're really... I like them because they're sweet, so they're very safe for me. I love sweet stuff. I hate sour. Blah, blah, blah. Bell peppers? That's not a fruit. Green is for baking. Oh yeah, that's true. That is true. I haven't made an apple pie in ages though. Ooh, I don't think... No, I can't bake here. I don't only have a microwave. I don't think you can make cakes and stuff with a microwave. I might have to get something different, but I don't want to, because where am I gonna put it in 6 months, right? A greengrocer. Oh, actually, good idea. I should look around. I have explored the neighborhood a bit. And I have practically everything here in like half-hour walking distance, I would say. That's kind of how I scoped it out. I made like a little circle, and then I looked half an hour from like around the perimeter. I'm patrolling. Gotta keep the neighborhood safe, even though I'm probably considered the most dreadful thing in the area. It looks so suspicious. Yeah. I haven't seen one of those, but maybe I just didn't look hard enough. I will use Google. Cherry pie is easy. I only have a microwave. Can I just microwave the dough and stuff and the cherries and just put it all together? A lot of stores will sell it at night. Yeah, I noticed. Everything goes on sale after like 7, I think. Which is good for me. I'm a bargain hunter. I like to have sales. It's in my blood. So I usually buy stuff after it gets like the 30% off label, because it's getting stale. Quotation mark stale. It's still fine. It's just not, you know, day one fresh. Ooh, mug cake. Mug cakes. Mug cake. Yeah, that's the one you pour into a mug, right? Yeah. But I still don't have an oven. I don't have one. I would have to replace the microwave, but it's not mine, and I don't want to spend money. I'll have to think about it. I was contemplating whether to get a rice cooker or not. I haven't decided. How's mobile data? Oh, it's pretty cheap actually. I'm really surprised by how cheap living is. It's just hard to be in the country, like to get a visa and stuff. That's the only hurdle. Everything else is really cheap. It's a good thing because I need to play Uma Musume. So I need data, a lot of it. Come on, horse girl! Score some fucking wins! Yay! I need my data. I need my horses to race, okay? Did I pull myself yet? No, I haven't. I haven't yet pulled a generic redhead woman, which is me, by the way. I haven't found her yet.
Come on, Nina. Come on, Nina.
Thank you, Xepter. Typical distraction. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you. Look, I really hated on Uma Musume the first time I saw the anime, because I never played the game before. I thought it was so boring. It was so generic and so incredibly predictable And there were too many girls and I didn't know any of them. So I was watching it and I just didn't see the appeal. And now that there's gacha, like mechanics and stuff, I'm like, woo. I watched 2 seasons and it did not get better. It didn't get better, so I didn't like it. I didn't. But as far as I know, if you play in Europe, you only get like 1 singular season worth of content. And I have like, I'm playing on the Japanese version. I get like 8 seasons or something. There's a lot of things. There's so much content. It's so much. The game gave them more personality. Yeah, I think so too. It's just a fun mechanic. I like to watch my horse girl race. So I'm not like addicted or anything, or your average gacha gamer enjoyer. I'm not that deep into the whole, but I just like to play sometimes. The game was delayed forever. Was that like... No, not globally though, right? Just... Wait, didn't they make a PSA? Like, hey, overseas people, now that you have access to our horse girl game, please do not put the horse girls into compromising situations. And they say that knowing that their own domestic audience is the biggest culprit of putting people into funny situations. Funny quotation marks. Why did we get a warning to not behave awkwardly when they have the most degenerate people among themselves? How come? How come we got the treatment, but they didn't say anything to their own domestic audience? It's like, it's a little suspicious. This is so suspicious. They're just projecting, maybe. I don't know. They already warned the Japanese people? I have no idea. I don't think a PSA like that would help. In fact, it might actually encourage it more. You know that things that are forbidden are more enticing, right? Like apples. They have honor. They would never do that. Depends. Sometimes people have like way too much and they stand next to like a pedestrian stoplight for like 10 minutes because it's still red despite there being no one on the street. And then you have people that just jaywalk literally across the whole town. There are always multiple sides. There's barely any because it's taboo. Is it really? Yeah, they never do anything wrong. Wink. The biggest artists will probably comply. It might be a reputation thing then, right? Probably. I know they take copyright very seriously, because even my school was like, hey, we cannot upload some of these files because of the copyright issue. And I was thinking to myself, like, wait, didn't you pay for it in the first place? And you still can't do that? So how am I supposed to listen to these really long numbers and practice listening skills? How am I supposed to do that? I won't be able to. God, it's so difficult to listen to numbers because they do the funny French math. So if you have like 1 million, they just say 100 times 10 basically. It's just like the French and their weird way of saying 80. It's very hard. I'll get used to it though. Yeah, just cite a source. I'm sure that absolves you of all sin. I think so too. Yeah, you gotta be complete in where you got things. You gotta count in 10,000s. It's man. French, they ruin everything. Even across the globe, their presence is still felt. Your 98 is alright, thank you. Oh, was it 98 that was so cursed? 80 plus 9 times 2 or something? Wasn't that how you do it? Fricked up. Spend a lot of money at maid cafes to hear all of the high numbers. Look, as much as I love maid cafes, I don't intend to go homeless just to feed a maid. Feed a maid? New cafe concept dropped. You are the maid and you have to pamper the girl. Does that exist already? I don't know. I'm not too sure. Sounds like a host club. Don't you get stabbed at one of those? I've only heard horror stories, like that one girl that went viral because she was cute, but she also stabbed a guy. It was pretty awkward because the guy was bleeding out next to her and she was just sitting there looking cute. And then people are like, man, I wish that was me. I wish I got stabbed. You don't want to be that guy. No, you can't fix her. She's too far gone. It also really shows just if you're cute, you can get away with so much, including stabbings. Yeah. She'll make you worse, like for real. Actually, for real. I've heard about the host culture thingy that people actually really just go too far. They basically harm themselves with being like not looking after themselves anymore just so they can visit that particular club. That goes a bit far. And yeah, it feels a little icky. It's legal, I guess, but it's very scary. A lot of people get too caught up into it. It's a bit spooky. Gember could get away with way worse. Oh, that guy can literally find his way out of anything. He's broken so much of my stuff and I still look at him and go like, oh, you cute little thing. How dare you be so adorable. But right now he's annoying my mom. Apparently he's been nice though, which is surprising. He even is getting along really well with Aisha, which is also surprising because they usually fight because Gember is such an annoying little thing. He just keeps pounding on her like with the paw, like she hates that. He is such a little freak. Maybe they're missing me. I hope so. It's hard to tell. I like to project my feelings onto my pets and be like, oh, I bet they miss me so much. But probably all they do is sleep and eat and meow at each other, just like they always do. He always does it for attention, but that's why it's cute. He always does something naughty, then he looks up at me. He's like, hey, did you see that? What do you think about it, huh? Yeah, you wanna pet me now? You wanna pet me now, you dumb? You lovely woman. Is gonna bully me so hard. I will literally, once I'm home, it's not an if, it's a once I'm home, I'm gonna run at him in slow motion, and I'm gonna pet him so much he's gonna fall on the floor, and I'm gonna bury my face in his little floof, and I'm gonna go like. Do my cats greet me at the door? No, most of the time they do not do any of the sort. They're asleep usually. I've only seen a few times where I think they were literally at the door as I got in, but I think that's more of a coincidence than anything, to be honest. I don't think they are literally like, oh yeah, it's about time. It's like 7 p.m. She's about to enter. Yep. No, that doesn't happen. Yes, I'm gonna bury my face in the floof, and I'm gonna sniff. I'm gonna sniff that floof so hard. He smells like popcorn. Cat's sleeping. Absolutely no way. No, I know that's their hobby and it's good. They're like babies. They need to sleep a lot so they feel good. Yep, like 18 hours of sleep. And the other hours they spend harassing me, which is great. That's why I love them. I will inhale the floof and develop allergies at some point. I don't think it's good to inhale fur. Oh, your cat waits at the door because he's hungry. Oh. No, I get yelled at if they're hungry. Gember will literally just get up on the bed and he will just yell in my face. He just screams like, ah! Like that sound. Well, maybe not that dramatic, but he definitely likes to yell at me. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to check the bowl. It might be empty already. But they have like 2 bowls at all times. They have wet food and they have dry food, and dry food is always full. But he wants the wet food because it's delicious. Yeah, yelling goat meme. He's kind of a goat. He also likes to be like weirdly sideways and stuff. And Aisha likes to have, I don't even know how to explain this. I need paint. Hold on. Emma's paint. Come help me out. I need to draw something stupid. Choop. Okay, Aisha likes to... she has this weird habit of wanting to be on top of something. I can't draw. Please wait warmly. Half ear. Okay, she does this weird thing where she puts legs on one elevation and then she's like higher up and she sits like this. So she, like, let's say this is the stairs, and she puts body on the top stairs, and then she's puts the legs on the one below it. You know what I mean? Yours does that too? But she just sits like that, but only on the first step and the last one. So I trip over her at half the time, because if I want to go downstairs, I have to avoid her from sitting on the first step, and then, or she's on the very bottom on the last step, and so I always have to go. At night, it's super dangerous. I always have to be super careful and like illuminate my way, or I will just trip over her, because she just likes to be on either the first or the last step. It's like some weird stretching maybe, because she does have a metal paw in the end. So I think she's doing it to stretch. It just looks really stupid. It looks really dumb. But I'm fairly sure it has a good reason, besides looking adorable. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Anyway, I'm thinking, have I told you guys everything I've done this week? Because it's catch up. I do know that I'll be having my first little date this weekend upcoming. I'm gonna hang out with a friend. Gonna go to a cafe. So that'll be my first Japanese, well, in Japan, little friend adventure, and maid cafe. No, I don't think so, but maybe in the future. Did I have any pastries yet? Of course. You can't be here and not eat a pastry or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I finally found friends. Yeah, I went to catch some friends. I got a lasso and I just went like, yeah, and I just dragged them home, and then I put them in my room, and then I made them converse with me. It sounds just like how I play games, where I just stun lock people into spending time with me. Yeah, I'm gonna collect a lot of women. Hopefully. But we're gonna go to a cute little cafe, and she's gonna show me around a little bit, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. And hopefully very soon I'll have another little hangout with someone else. Yeah, I'm looking forward. It'll be on literally right after I finish my stream. So hopefully I'll be alive and they don't have to poke me with a stick to get a reaction out of me. There's always a chance that, you know, it's a little EP. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm gonna hang out with some cool people. Absolutely. Of course, it'll be in the morning because I have to be in bed around 7 if I want to be able to survive. Today, well, last night I went to bed a tiny bit too late. Because I like to close my eyes. Every now and then I get a very EP. I got a little distracted. I also forgot to put up my go live, so I had to be up a little longer. So I had less eeps than I wished, but it's still enough, I think. What's the pastry I had so far? Mostly cheesecakes, really. I love those. Cheesecake. Yum, 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 yum. I don't really eat a lot of sweets back at home. Like, barely ever, because I just don't go out that much. But here I like to just replace my lunch with a cake or something. And they're not too big. The slices are fairly small, so I don't feel too full after, which is nice. Yeah. Japanese cheesecake is more fluffy. Depends on what you compare it to. I don't know if I've ever had a real American cheesecake. I've had ones that called themselves that, but I don't know how accurate it is, to be honest. Yeah, it's not as dense, I think. It's a bit less. It's more like puddingy. It's more like a little wobble texture. Am I orb maxing? Not really. I actually did buy a scale because I want to make sure that I don't gain weight. But so far, it's been actually really hard to even stay on the same weight because I walk so much. So it's too warm to eat. I think that's my main problem. So I kind of end up skipping or just eating too little, I think. So I'm trying to be mindful. I want to stay on the same weight. So I have to make sure I eat enough. So I don't feel guilty about putting in some cheesecake every now and then. Yeah, my appetite went down a lot, like way too much. I'm not really used to this kind of weather, so it being so incredibly warm just makes me just not want to do anything. Yeah. Most people lose weight in Japan. I think most people do because they're kind of, you know, they are not used to anything. They suddenly go from 0 steps to like 20k. Yeah, then you're gonna lose some if you also eat less. The heat is crazy. It's like 35 degrees or something. For me, it's like, so not used to it. I just want to exist, and that's it. Which is very bad. I'm not really supposed to lose any. How's the portion size? It's really big, actually. I got surprised because I was always told it's really tiny, and in my experience, portions before were kind of on the normal to tiny size, but now I'm feeling like I can barely finish anything. So maybe my perspective changed, or it's because I'm too warm and I don't want to eat, but it feels like everything is too much. Like my stomach actually hurts after. It hurts. Yeah. Pizzas are criminally small. Are they? I haven't had a pizza yet. I'm not sure if I want to have a pizza, to be honest. I only had a pizza, but it was years ago, and it was normal. But I don't know, maybe it was just a different kind of place. Small and expensive. Oh, that I believe. But what's expensive? I'm kind of used to it being like, I don't know, $14 for just a single one. Like a small one. So if it's, am I going to order a DAT Japanese edition? No, they don't like bespoke. There's one thing that they hate here, and it's if you go off script. So getting a DAT is very off script. Unless I find a place that allows like custom stuff, I will never be able to get that again. They're much less girthious. No, I think that's because they just bully you if you're a bit overweight, to be honest. They will definitely go after you. I don't think it has anything to do with the food. If in fact, I would say the Japanese food, at least the restaurant stuff, is very bad for you. You have to home cook if you want to eat healthy. That's why I'm kind of struggling to find like vegetables and stuff, because every restaurant I've been to so far doesn't really give you any. But I do have a fix for it. I can just buy some vegetable sides, and I like to eat those either for lunch or for breakfast or something. Isn't it festival season? Kinda. It's the Matsuri, like summer stuff, right? Am I a goner? No, I'm still here, unlike you. Oh no, I misread that one. Oh well. Still same counts. Same counts. Goodbye. He didn't say that. I'm just blind. It's okay. It's 4 a.m. I'm allowed to have bad eyesight. It got blasted anyway. But yeah. So far, I need to kind of watch what I eat just to make sure I get enough and feel energetic. But mostly it's hydration that matters, because there's like a heat wave right now, so it's really, really hot. I have to drink enough. I'll have a 4 a.m. card for a very long time, and I will use it to my full advantage. Yeah, it's been fairly alright to get out and about at this hour. It's not too bad. Oh, I'm only 2 weeks in, but you know, usually at this point you should already be able to tell. Protein cheesecake? They make that? Ooh, I do like protein food. It's nice. Have I tried Pokemon Family Mart collab sandwiches? I haven't seen them either. I have seen Pokemon phone chargers, but that's not edible. I mean, you could, but I don't recommend it. So no, I haven't seen. Not that big of a shift when I had to get up for the office. I think so, because I had to be up around 5, but I was just on 1 day a week, really. At least in recent times. Before that, I had to get up way more often, of course, but it's not that different. No, I just have to do more often. That's the main change. But it also depends on when the stream starts, because my regular streams, like today, I will start them at 4 a.m. But if I have like a collab or something, I will have to be up earlier, because the girls want to stick to the usual time, which I understand. I mean, they don't have to change everything for me. But then I have to wake up at like 2 a.m. like I did last week. That's a little harder. But I want to spend time with them, and it's my fault I'm here, right? It's not their fault. So I have to make sure that I don't go too crazy on what I do. Yeah, I'm getting enough sleep. I need to probably sleep a little longer, but it's pretty hard to go to bed in time because I just get distracted and I still feel okay at the time, like, oh, I don't need to go sleep yet. But then it's a few hours later and I have to get up, and then it's regret time. But it's okay. It's okay. So far it's pretty manageable, and it's not like I've never been up early before. But yeah, sleep is important, and also because I need to retain what I learn, and I can't do that if I don't sleep enough. But don't worry, guys. I will find my way around it. It takes a little bit of time to get used to, but I will stick to it as much as I can. That's suspicious pause before enough sleep. Well, I don't want to lie. I don't want to fib. I've been historically running a little low on sleep in general. That's one thing I wanted to fix by going full time, is to just sleep more so I feel better and I have more energy, and I can use that energy to be more creative and make more things in my waking hours. I just have to start sleeping more. Yeah, I have to start, but I'm not yet. I'm still a bit how to say, split on my responsibilities right now, since I have study and stream. Yeah. You expected me to be late at least the first time? No, I set my alarm and I don't fall asleep again after. I know it's pretty common for people to oversleep and stuff, especially if they have a weird schedule. But for me, it's like I have been raised on the always be early, never be late, or on time mentality. So I try to stick to it. Hello, Dentity, welcome up. One day we will eat more. Yeah, I can stream more and then lose sleep again. No. I have to sleep more and stream enough, and that will be good. I'll be late to my stream with a piece of toast in my mouth. Yes, exactly. I don't have a toaster. Oh, it's gonna be just bread. Ew. Nothing on it, just a slice of bread. Not even butter. Ew. I mean, that's pretty good, actually. Am I the only person that sometimes just eats a slice of bread with nothing on it and just that's it? Am I just lazy? I don't know. No, for good bread, it's just average bread. Yep, ducks do that. Maybe I'm a duck. Depends on the bread. Is that a British thing to do? Once in a while we get hungry. You very occasionally you do. Yeah, it's nice, right? Just a singular slice of bread. Not even a bread roll. Just literally one slice of bread and nothing on it. Nothing else. Just a regular loaf. I don't have a toaster here. Didn't I bring any hagelslag? No, why would I? They would definitely melt in this heat. Also, it's disgusting. Ew, I don't like sprinkles. They're gross. Even on a cake, I don't like them. Doesn't bread give ducks bad digestion? It does. You should not give carbs like that to a duck. No, give them nothing, or give them like seeds or something. You can buy like bird feed. That's good for them. Why not just eat the butter without anything? Yeah. Nice comment, Mr. Is that Bond? James Bond? I see on your name tag. Mr. Brosnan. Just eat butter. It reminds me. Oh god, I've seen that on TV before. There was like people that literally had for breakfast and lunch and dinner, basically. They just had like a butter stick. And they would just eat it. They would just grab it with their fist, like a singular butter stick, and they would just eat it. It's fucked up. It's not even fried. It's raw butter. Ah, it's not even good. Butter tastes like it's fat. It doesn't taste good. It makes other things taste good, but on its own, it's disgusting. Is that keto? It's definitely keto friendly, but why would you do that? No, it's psychopathic behavior. I would even say sketty is less psychotic than just butter and nothing but butter. Salted butter can be nice, but on its own. Kerrygold is creamy. How feral do you have to be to just eat butter and nothing but butter? spaghetti makes more sense. At least noodles are good, and adding butter to them at least doesn't hurt. But it's... Eee. 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 I secretly do find it funny to watch people with weird diets because it's entertaining. I also feel like, man, I'm so normal compared to this. Yeah, I only eat like dry bread slices sometimes because it's fun and also delicious. But not now. I haven't found any good bread yet. I also think you have to toast every bread because they don't really have bread culture here much. German bread's so good though, but they don't have that here either. Ooh, oh, guys. I found some German restaurants, and I'm gonna take Ines there once she comes over. I'm gonna bring Ines to a Japanese German restaurant. I've looked at the menu, and it's so incredibly not German. It's gonna be horrible. It is so incredibly messed up, the dishes they had. They had like some weird Frankenstein German food. It makes no sense. I've seen some abominations. It's I wish I made a picture of the menu because it looked really messed up. I want to bring her because I want to see that reaction when she comes in and she looks at the menu and she sees the food she receives. I want to see just exactly what happens. It's gonna be so funny. It's gonna be great. So I'll bring her. She says she might be here in October or November. So hopefully I can I can share the report. They will not survive her visit. No, they should, because I don't want to get a reputation of being bringing in angry German people and have a crash out right in the restaurant. She might start throwing chairs and yell some unintelligible German words. Yeah. Good night, Troubles. Good night. She goes from very happy to fearful of the Japanese-German fusion cooking. Yeah, when two forces collide, cuisine comes out. Unholy cuisine. I will, if I walk past it again, I'll make a photo just to be able to tell you what exactly is on the menu, because I kind of forgot. I was horrified just reading it. I just got stun locked. It was so weird. I didn't expect to see German restaurants in the first place. I didn't expect German cuisine to be popular, although they do have good food, like schnitzels. Those are good. I love schnitzel. Like Jäger schnitzel, Wiener schnitzel, that's good with the mushroom sauce. Yum, 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 yum. Very nice. Yeah, but other than that, I don't really remember anything. Besides bratwurst. But that's more of a Christmas thing in my head. What else do they have? Fish? Well, they have plenty of fish around here. Jäger Schnitzel mention, let's go. It's good. I love schnitzels. They're delicious. Anything that's pan-fried with some breadcrumbs on it is a winner in my book. Yeah. Japanese person going to Dusseldorf. I imagine that experience is also a little bit like, this is not quite how it should be. It's been altered. How dare they? The sacred food. Knoodles. Wait, knoodle are the funny little pasta-looking... gnocchi? Italian? Is it gnocchi or gnocchi? Gnocchi, right? Okay. Yeah, aren't they kind of like potato dumplings or something? Gnocchi. Gnocchi. Like Nokia, but different. Same, but different. I'm thinking of Schupfknudeln. That sounds made up, Ek. I'm not believing you. This is a Schudelskrach level of word. Nokia. Yeah. Nokias were cool. Do they still make them? They're dead, right? Is Nokia dead? Are they gone? They were such good, like, bricks. You could fling it to someone and hit them in the face to be like, hey, shut up, and it would still work. The company lives. Isn't it kind of like a zombie though? They make smartphones, but they make the best dumb phones. They got bought again. Weren't they bought by Microsoft? I have no idea. That's considered murder? No, it's only murder if it works. The old phones were super strong. Yeah, I mean, I had one that I used once. It was like a hand-me-down, like ×5. Everyone basically used it, and I was the final one to use it. And I remember I dropped it into a river, and it still worked. I dropped it into a river, and it was fine. See, they're indestructible. They're good. I loved playing Snake on it. Yeah, it was really fun. I still crave Snake sometimes. Amazing game. They don't make games like they used to. They really don't. I think that's one of the reasons I love Neopets, is because they had Snake. I'm very easily pleased, I think. Low standards. I have extremely low standards. Speaking of Neopets, they're all starving, but is it still around? I need to see. I didn't like it anymore at some point because they were monetizing it really hard and in a way that was kind of unfun. Oh my god, it's still around and it looks so weird now. Wow, they changed a lot. Okay, the art, I see the art is still the same as it was like 10 years ago. They haven't changed the art style. It's the literal same art still. Wow, that's kind of lazy, by the way. They've been reusing assets for like forever since they were started, I think. Extremely low standards, yet she does not laugh at Shibe's stand-up comedy jokes. What does it say more about you than me? If it's not broken, don't fix. That's true. They have a TCG, like real? Actually real? How much is it? I don't want to buy it, but oh god, it's expensive. Okay, definitely not buying it now. No, I'm too busy looking for other TCGs right now. The ones with cute girls on it. Is it shitty art? No, it just looks like it was made by... It has college art student vibes, and they made it in Illustrator. That kind of vibe. Played a One Piece TCG? I don't even like One Piece. I haven't watched it at all. I have not read it either. I based this on the fact that the art looks kind of ugly. One Piece has such a weird art style. Everyone looks like they have no lips and they grin like from left to right, like really widely, like ee. And they have kind of odd proportions on their bodies too. It's a bit cartoonish. Yeah, I don't really mind. But I just have never, I've never actually read or watched it, so it's easier for me to say I don't like it, but I have no idea. I have no idea. Also, it's so daunting with just how much you have to catch up with. I'd never like series or games where I have to play or watch like thousands of pages, hours of reading and listening and whatever watching. It's just too much for me, and it's kind of discouraging, and I don't want to start at this point anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, even if it's good, the barrier to entry is just so tall at this point. I feel like I should just not bother anymore, even if it's good. But I think the only way to get around this attitude is to just kind of chunk it up a little bit, like into pieces, and only commit to a tiny bit at a time. Because I have the same with Star Trek, because it's like, how many seasons do they have? If you want to catch up with everything, it's like 30 seasons of just pure autism. And there's no way you're gonna watch all of that, because every episode is like an hour, and then you have to watch like 28 episodes per season times 20 or something. You're gonna be busy for a few years, right? So it's very unfun to think about. So I just decided to heck with it. I'll just start at this point, and I'll just watch a little bit, and I'll see then. So it's still gonna take a while. I'll have to binge watch it at some point. Yeah, I know it's best in slot. I know. I'm watching Deep Space Nine. I'm at the end of season 1. I've finished Next Generation already. It was good. But that one I was also like, man, should I bother? But I did, and it was good. So I will maybe one day try the same with One Piece. Maybe. Because everyone's so excited about it. But maybe I should start with the Netflix show to really set like a very low baseline, even though I was told that the Netflix adaptation is actually really good. So for once, they didn't ruin everything. For once. That's a very novel feeling. Netflix usually, the golden touch thing that from that story where the king touched something, it turned to gold. Netflix has the same thing, but it turns into a turd. They touch it and it turns straight into poop. The Midas touch, yeah. King Midas. Yeah, that's Netflix, but like smelly. Netflix leaves a lot of stains because they just keep touching stuff and just there they go again. Oh, stinky. The shittiest touch. Yeah. It's yeah, unfortunately for some reason Netflix has a problem with hiring good people. They just can't seem to get a hold of them. They only hire people that like to create fanfics, I guess, and self-insert themselves and go off the deep end when it comes to writing endings and stuff. I have never seen a Netflix show that didn't turn into yeah. That didn't turn into a desire to make that little Men in Black mind wipe device into a reality. I've always wanted to just reset myself after. Like, I didn't want to remember anymore. Yeah, it's like they hire people that don't even like the source material, and I can never wrap my head around that. Why would you want to work on something you dislike? You're never going to be able to give it what it needs. You're always going to bring your own bias and hatred into it. Maybe even by accident. Maybe you're still trying to make it work, but since you don't have passion for the project, I don't think you can give it your all, right? So I don't get it. I feel like everyone just tries to... Like, they have their own ideas that they want to use for something else, but they never get the opportunity, so they shoehorn it into an existing franchise. It sucks. I still remember watching Castlevania, and I was able to tell exactly which points were altered and which ones were canon, because it just seemed so out of nowhere. It was so random. Sometimes I know that an existing franchise is easier to sell because they already have fans. They don't have to look for them. But it's like they're scared. They are very scared of trying new stuff, and it sucks because we'll never get anything new. Yeah. I'm pretty C-worded. Cute? Oh, that's the worst one, but thank you. It's like rage engagement, you think? Doesn't all the rage at some point just tank their reputation though? I don't think it works. I don't really feel long-term rage bait works for a big company. Maybe for a YouTube influencer it might. Because they're kind of faceless. Most people don't really remember who made what. Am I sick? No, I just get stuffy if I sit in this room too long. The air circulation is not too amazing, I guess. People still tune in to see the wreckage. That's me! Kakagurui, baby! Oh my god. I need to start watching that. Actually, I have a little TV here that came with the room. And the previous person didn't log out. So, Angela, thank you so much for the free access to Netflix. Thank you, Angela. I'm very, very happy with my free Netflix. Actually, don't. Can someone see that if you're in their account watching? I guess I ruined their recently watched list, right? Should I put on some really awkward stuff? Should I put on some really weird shit? I mean, Netflix has some weird stuff too, right? Guys, recommend me the weirdest things to put in her watch history. Please recommend me the most awkward things to encounter. Bonus points if they have like if Hold on, guys, give me some good stuff. Pumping iron. Okay, I don't know what that is, but if it sounds awful. My 600-pound life. Hey, that's kind of funny. I watch it sometimes, but they always air it during dinner time. I don't know what Dutch telly is trying to tell me here. Are they trying to gross everyone out? I don't know. Wait, isn't Sex Education that really weird Netflix show with the awful art style? Or is that Big Mouth? No, that's Big Mouth. I've seen it. It keeps getting advertised to me because I guess it's popular in Netherlands or something. But I looked at the picture of the splash art and it's so ugly. Why do they always have to make the most ugly art possible? Smiling Friends is fun. I only want bad recommendations, guys. Only bad ones. It's a Nepo baby show? Wait, the person who made it just got it given to them? What? Your friends worked on Big Mouth and you tell them every time their show is ugly. Thank you for doing the needful, Chungus. Thank you, Yurj. Thank you. Thank you for doing what we all think. I appreciate your work. Big Bang Theory. Okay, that is a terrible show. Death Note live action. That is also horrible. F is for family. F in the chat. Bazinga. Yeah. Love on the Spectrum. Wait, what? Is that the dating show where they put like two people that are like not quite, let's say, well adjusted, and they make them go on dates together? It's kind of wholesome though, if it's that one. That sounds kind of cute. I've seen, I think, a few episodes, and it gets a little awkward, but it's also kind of cute. Yeah, the Kakegurui Bet one is what I'm watching, and it's pretty bad. I will be watching it anyway. It seems we've both got autism, haven't we? Is that the one with the British guy? That sounds so familiar. King of the Land. It's a cheesy K-drama. Oh, but it sounds fun. I want bad recommendations, guys. Bad. Bad. Stuff that you would want to hide if you ever show anyone your Netflix watches. That kind of thing. Yeah, I want those. One Piece. No, okay, I'm getting good recommendations. I'm gonna split my list into good stuff. Why do I always want to watch bad things? Because they're funny, yeah? Family Guy, specifically on the last season to show I'm caught up. That's a good one. Alright, I put Death Note in there too. Grown Ups, that sounds familiar too, as a title at least. Sense 8. Is that bad? Santa Bellatrix does not agree. Okay, thank you guys for your recommendations on how to make Angela's watch history look extremely bad. I hope she will start to question if she has sleepwalking problems or something. I could also put my own channel in there, but I don't want to leave evidence. She might start to watch a VOD and then I talk about Angela and she's like, that's me! Snowflake Mountain, you were just curious. Is it like Brokeback Mountain where they climb a tree? They climb a mountain and they run out of food and they have to sit in the shack for like 2 days. And they have to play like bingo or something. Okay. I'll have to... Wait, it's a remake but it only has girls? Wait, I can't tell if it's a real title or not. Do they talk about their favorite Tumblr memes? Is Riverdale? That's just that really bad drama, right? Probably it is. I haven't watched it. Okay, thank you guys for your recommendations. I will now make Angela question her sanity. Thank you! Thank you! As for my own watching history, I will probably dive into more Kakegurui Bet, some Star Trek. I have a lot of anime to catch up with, like a lot. Unfortunately, local telly just won't stop playing Demon Slayers, and I don't like that one. How about turning it into a watch-along? If someone else can host it for me, then sure. Because every Wednesday, so tomorrow, I want to do movies. Who the frick watched every episode of Family Guy on my account? Ah! Sorry, Angela. It was all me. It was a cue segue. I broke my knees. Ah! Ooh! Ah! Ah! God, I hate Family Guy. It's so unfunny. I might watch the guy's Star Trek parody, though. That sounds better. Barbie Mountain. Being stuck with Barbies on the mountain doesn't sound that bad, from my perspective as the Barbie. Guys, would you like to be stuck with all Barbies on a mountain with everything has been snowed into, so you cannot leave? Your little snow scooter has been completely submerged into icy snow, and it's just Barbies and you, and it's a big mansion, and Olivia's there too. Just so you're aware of what you're signing up for when you say yes. How long do you think you'll live? you cannot lock your door. Due to Barbie policy, all doors have been removed and they are lying outside on a pile. There are no doors. Only half a second. What do you think we'll do? We're not that fast. We're on high heels, most of us. Will you be eating first? Do any of us cook? Yeah, kinda. We cook. But do you want to eat it? Ollie feels like a black widow. Guys, why do you have such an opinion on Olivia? She's innocent and sweet. She's like sugar. Consuming too much Olivia will also kill you. Probably. She's literally sugar. Yeah. It's the silent killer. Yeah. Sugar and spice and everything nice. She has 17 missing victims. Really? That's low. Huh. Well, now it'll be 18, right? Since you're stuck in the house now. Oh, that's how it sounded a little ominous. It's not determined, guys. Fate is not a real thing. It's all in your own hands. Remember, you can change everything. Remember, it's not written in stone. You hear knocking. Oh no, it's the Twitch feature of knocking. Hold on, let me quickly tell people to leave me alone. Stop knocking. You can only barge in. I feel like you don't know if you should run from Shondo, Ines, or Olivia first. You know what? I feel like making a tier list. Let's make a little list. Let me make another Barbie tier list, which is totally gonna be based on real info and real. Okay, here we have who would kill you first? Oh wait, most threatening. Most. I'll try to use my best English written. How do you spell threaten? Is it threaten? I feel like there's an H missing. Does the H go here or here? It's here, right? Because it's not treaten, threaten. I feel like there's something missing here. You know what? It's okay. I already wrote asymmetry at Dokumi. It's fine. I already wrote ass at a convention. I think this is okay. I can never get worse than that. Most threatening. Full sentence, Nina. Okay. Most threatening. S. No, should we have S-A B C D Sabs F. Do I have enough space? I don't really like letters, to be honest. You want to have Japanese alphabet, but they don't. They use these letters too, you know. Okay, who's the most threatening? Are we talking about killing potential, or like lore wise or actual wise? Because lore wise, I think Shondo might be the most threatening, to be honest. I'm gonna go with actual, not lore, because no one cares about lore. No one cares. I think Shondo is definitely in the lowest one, because if she punches you, you'd be like, was that, did I just get bitten by a mosquito, or did I hear something? Did I just feel something? She doesn't really have any yeah, no. She's not gonna be able to do anything. She punches with the power of Victorian child that has been malnourished and sitting there wasting away for 5,000 years. She's not gonna be able to do damage, but she's cute. She did shoot a gun though. Let's go with no tools, no gear, final destination, no items, one life, nothing, no tools, no help. No help, just pure themselves, okay? Only themselves. Final destination. Best map. Is Twitter a tool? Twitter is indeed a tool. If you use it, you're also a tool. Wave dashing. I would definitely put Chondo on the bottom. She's very unthreatening. She's so cute. No, she's not gonna do anything to you. Let's see. I think Abigail is also pretty much... I think... Oh, hold on, I'm gonna make a new one. I'm gonna make a new threatening rank. I'm gonna make a new one because I feel like Abigail should not even be on this list. She's gonna be non-available. She does not threaten. This goes against her every spirit. She doesn't even... She's not gonna threaten you at all. There's no chance. She's not gonna. So she doesn't get to be ranked. No. North American. Hell yeah. Yeah, she's too sweet. She doesn't do this. She won't even try for the joke or the meme. She's not even going to. How's Abby doing? I haven't heard from her in a very long time. I don't know, but I'm hoping and praying that she's doing good and that she's able to live life to the fullest in the way that she wanted to as well. But I haven't heard from her in a very long time, so I'm not sure. I don't know if any of us have been in contact with her recently. I don't think so. But I'm fairly sure, knowing her, that she's doing good and she's following her heart and she's doing what she wants to do. So I'm sure she's okay. I'm sure she's doing good. Yeah, she's been away from streaming for a very long time. I think 2 years at this point, maybe. So it's been a long time. But maybe, who knows? Maybe she'll be back. She just felt a calling that she had to answer. So she stopped streaming for now. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe she'll be maybe she will be back. And we will all be here cheering if she does. We will all be here. Let's see. I feel like Olivia is the easiest one. I will save best for last. Ines is also, to be honest, very low. Although she did... Ines is a bit more dangerous in that she will just summon demons on you and stuff. Ines, like, physically is not very threatening, but spiritually... I feel like she's the most dangerous. Her spirit is very dangerous, but her flesh is weak. Yeah, all she can do is threaten you with her big butt, but that's it. But she attracts danger. She does. She does. She literally summons stuff for fun. And she... I don't know. I feel like maybe with Ines, the thing is that she herself is not that dangerous, but what she does leads to dangerous results. So she herself is not very threatening, but you never know what will come out of her antics, right? She might bring home some evil that followed her around, and she was like, okay, you know? She's unpredictable. Yeah, that's what it is. I don't know. She is not threatening, but she will get you in trouble, I think. High sorcery, low physical stats. Danger follows her, exactly. I think that's pretty much what it is. So I'll put Ines in A. Just because she brings home evil like it is like a lost little pet. And you know, it's like when you watch a vampire movie, because vampires have to be invited to your house before they can go in, right? So they will sit there on the window, or they'll be in front of the door, and they'll be like, hello, can I come in? Hello, can I come in to suck your blood? And you're like, no. And then Ines is like, hello, please come inside. I made you some Schroppen. and then you're dead. You're gonna have your neck sucked. And then it's over. And you'll never be able to evict them because vampires are not weak to tenancy laws. And it's over. Some Keks and Kuchen! Exactly. Schrotten. I love made up German sounds. It's fun. Dangerous. So I should maybe turn it into this A into a P. Yeah, you're right, guys. I should fix my list. Now we're fixed. Okay. We've fixed the list, guys. I've improved. I love continuously optimizing, iterating, as we call it in the biz. So I think I will place Ines pretty high up just because she attracts danger and evil, and that is dangerous on its own. Okay, next will be Vivi. Where do we put Vivi? Vivi's like Shondo. I just can't. How strong is Vivi? She does live in Australia, so she fights like crocodiles and stuff. I feel like the fact that she lives in hell, Earth, has to make her go up. She's surviving Australia. Yeah. She's also immune to poison after being bitten by local wildlife for her entire life. She's very submissive, yeah, but she has Australian energy, and Australians are by default incredibly cool people. That's not very cool is not threatening. She has the stats, but she doesn't use them. I think that's how I would see it that way. She has very high stats, so she could potentially be really threatening, but she doesn't use them. Every Australian person I know is like that. What is going on over there? Why are they all like that? Is it because of the environment? It's kill or be killed. It's horrible. I still want to go to Australia one day, and I will have a very good excuse now that I have both family and Vivi to visit. So I could go there one day. I want to go next year maybe, because I don't think Vivi is able to travel. I better place you correctly. Olivia, I'm leaving you for last because you're the obvious choice. You're so easy to place on here. She's here! Ah! The most threatening woman has arrived. I will leave Olivia last. But Vivi is like, oh, I don't know how to place her because she has the Australian buff. So she's powerful in theory, but she doesn't have the aura. She's not aura farming.
They have given 279 gift subs.
Thank you for gifting, Third Down. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much for gifting to all of you. Thank you. Appreciatos. Also, Wax Your Chaff. I didn't thank you yet. Thank you for 17 months. Thank you. And thank you, Baby Fresh as well. And 6 McGee. I think I missed it. I put sound pretty low. Let me put it up a little bit. Thank you also for gifting totally different username to Google these nuts. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate. I can't farm aura. No. Well, I'm not very threatening. I believe in kindness and stuff. As a magical girl, I believe in the innocence and friendliness of humankind. Usually. Let's see. What should I do with Vivi? I'll put Vivi in C. Because while she is strong, stat-wise, her threatening aura is debuffed by the fact that she doesn't seem very threatening. Yeah, I think that will be it. She's getting debuffed by her lack of using it. She's not flexing her threatening muscle. And Ines unintentionally flexes her evil muscle all the time. So she gets put higher up. Yep, it's that simple. It's that easy. It's that easy. Okay, next, let's do Tanya. Honestly, I would put Tanya pretty high. Tanya may seem super innocent on the surface level, but if you dig only a little deeper into her pond, because she's a fish, get it? She is very, very powerful, and she also lives in Africa, and that place is like Australia. It's a PvP zone, and she fights wildlife all the time, and I think honestly, I think she might be on S. She will cripple you by just rolling over. She will knock you down with her little well, she doesn't really how does Tanya usually move around? She can't walk a lot. She's pretty frail, but she'll probably use a whip or something to grab you, or a lasso to grab you by the leg, and she just yoinks you off your feet. She's gonna annihilate you. She has tools, but wait, this list is for non-tool use, guys. This is a final destination, no items. No tools. So no whips. Yeah, she baits you into going towards her. She's an anglerfish. She will lure you with her big lure. So because she's now no longer able to use tools in my list, she is gonna get knocked down a few notches. But she has experience wrangling a lot of creatures, and she survives creatures every night. When she goes to bed, she has ceiling monkeys. She has snakes. She has... what else is running around? Rats and giraffes under the bed. I think I would put her on the same level as Ines, but unfortunately, the P rating is only for Ines. So let's put Ines down a notch here. Ines goes down. And we go back to A for Africa. Tanya. Alright. We fixed it. I hope it will rain there sometime soon. It's very dry in Africa. Alright. Who do we have next? I think it's Poyers. What do we do with Soya? You know, Soya's really tall, so she will just step on you. She's 6 meters tall, guys. You're not gonna run away from her. She doesn't need tools. Yeah, she's a giantess, so she will just outrun you. You can't outrun her. You can maybe outsmart her. I have arm wrestled her, but she's also crippled, so it doesn't really count. So far, the only reason I have a very good win ratio with wrestling is because everyone I fought is basically impaired. So that's not very fair. I only wrestled one person who is not like that, and I got demolished. Ines is just really weak. Ines has no excuse. She's just weak. Just like me. We were tied, I think. Pretty much tied. Yeah, we're not going with lore, Aaron. We're going with, like, actual. Like, how do they present themselves on stream? So, that's why it's currently like this. Ines needs to do more... She needs to do more push-ups. Yeah. She is weak! But I'm weak too, by the way. I'm the same as her. We're both weak. It's not like a, yeah, one is strong and one isn't. We're all both weak. How many push-ups can I do? Like 2, maybe. If I'm on a good day, on a nice sunny day, I can do like 3 maybe. And then I die. Yeah, Soya usually presents herself by standing really far away, so she's kind of the same size as the rest. That's how she does it. She's like one of those illusion rooms, but as a person. So yeah, I think she's pretty, you know, attitude wise, she's kind of sassy. So I think that could be seen as threatening, in the sense that she might not be physically cutting you down, but her words, they hit sharp sometimes. So in that sense, she is a force to be reckoned with. So I think I might put her on the same level as Tanya, to be honest. She has dangerous, strong energy. She's very direct. It's the Germanic energy. I have the same problem. Which is very funny, by the way, since I now have to learn about a culture which does everything super indirectly. And I come in bulldozing with my direct Dutchness. I'm like, hey! Wanna do insert topic? And the teacher's like, no, Nina-san. You have to present it as a open question where you're not implying anything. And the other person can say, well, that sounds a little hard. Oh, a little hard, you say? Well, that sounds still doable. I guess it's a date. We're gonna go to the movie. No. I said chotto muzukashi desu, which is basically implying that no, it's too much. No, I don't want to. But you said only it's hard. That means it's still doable. It's like, no, Nina-san, that's not what I meant. You have to read between the lines. You have to read between the lines. We don't do that here in my country. We just walk in and we say, yes, that sounds like fun, or no, this idea sucks, and that's it. We have nothing in between. No. That's a little, let's say I need to adjust. Yeah. Otherwise, I'll scare all of the poor Japanese people with my sledgehammer and my Kool-Aid man way of entering the room. Oh, yeah. Yay. Yeah, I will, if I ask someone, hey, do you want to go on a little date? And they're like, oh, that sounds like fun, but it's a little difficult. I'll be like, that's not a no, is it? Yahoo! Anyway, what do I do with Soya? Let's see. I think I'll put her on the same level as Tanya. Even if, because both of them are not physically like menacing or anything, but they are both adequate. Otherwise, this is the that's A tier. Okay, A for Africa and A for I want to say A for Austrian, but is that offensive to Germans if you just call them Austrian? It's also like German, right? It's Deutsch. Yeah. Yay. It is offensive. A for awesome. Haha. A for A for A. Aggressive? Oh my god. No, they're not. Neither of them are aggressive. They are just very, let's say, they have a presence. They have been aura farming for a while, and it's finally leaking out whenever they want to. Now, our last one, I believe, Olivia Monroe, who has requested me to be truthful about her position. Ollie. Considering the moment I said, hey guys, would you survive a night alone with Barbies in one house without any doors? Except the front door, which has been barred and locked with 15 keys and chains. Everyone basically said, Olivia, oh god, Olivia. So that says something to me, right? I'm pretty dense, to be honest. I'm pretty dense. But even I picked up on that one. So I feel like you guys seem to have a little fear in your heart. You cannot pee in peace. No, there's no doors. We're gonna be checking. And everything will face the doors. You can't just turn around either. She asked for your organs on multiple occasions. Did she at least ask for a duplicate one, like a kidney? Yeah. I mean, Ollie's powerful, guys. I cannot put her anywhere but on the top rank. She's... I wonder if I will survive if I'll be in one room with her. I mean, Shondo made it out alive, but will I? Soul Olivia. She'll get your soul. Yeah, Shondo survived. So I'm wondering, will I be... I'm sure I'll be okay. I'm sure I'll be fine. She got traumatized. She's very good at hiding it then. Yeah. Where do I go? Guys, where do you rank me? Am I threatening? Am I threatening or not? Where do I go on this list? I will leave the honor to you. I go on D. Am I less threatening than Vivi but more threatening than Shando? Really? Really? I'm generally not threatening, but I have my moments. How do I become more like Olivia, guys? I need to train. I need to put on some weights, some ankle weights and some wrist weights, and I need to go power level. How do I do it? How do I train my threatening level? Do not. Why not? We can't just leave Olivia at the top like alone and sad. We have to train. I have to objectify and dehumanize you. Olivia, what are you doing to your chat? What are Olympians being done with? What are you doing to them? The tickle dungeon really changes people, huh? Talk about shrinking and eating the chatters more. Oh, she does bring that up very often, doesn't she? You know, I'm not sure if shibes are very nutritious. I'm trying to watch my health, right? So I'm trying to protein max and vegetable max and basically nutrition max. Tanya also talks about eating max. Why does everyone talk about eating their familiar? Who's gonna take care of me and tard wrangle me if I eat you? Oh, well, there's like a lot of you, I guess. Actually, there's so many of you. You keep multiplying, and I don't even know where you're coming from. Is this like free source of food? Ooh. Okay, I see the appeal. Maybe if I ever get lost in the bush or something, I can. But I'll respect you. And you said I'm on this level, so I'll just put myself here. Woo! I am lowly ranked. I am going to have to. I have to probably seclude myself in the Alps and then sit under a waterfall for about 2 weeks straight and eat shibes. First shrink them and then how many portions of food would a singular shibe be? Well, you're quite orbular, but you're made out of fluff, and I don't know how nutritious fluff will be. I have to be more violent. I don't like being violent. Well, I mean, in games I do, but it's different. It's okay, you respawn. That's true. You're infinite and forever. That is such a good life hack. You're infinite and forever, so I could use you as my MRE. If North Korea decides to throw bombs at my direction, I can just sit here and eat tribes. And stream, hopefully, if there's still internet. Why is there a P tier? That's just Enos. She deserves her own. She deserves her own little space. Yeah! I will have the perfect survival mechanism. Shibes are not livestock. Why? I never considered you as such, but you guys told me if I want to raise my threatening level, I will have to do some crazy stuff, and this is one of them. Your emergency food now? Yeah, apparently. But while I'm here, I'm going to be like Ken-sama, and I'm only going to eat with chopsticks, and I'm gonna eat only sushi and stuff. So I guess you'll have to wait until later. I am not going to feast on shibes anytime soon. If ever. I'll forget about my training arc literally in the next 5 minutes, and I will never do it. So don't worry if you don't want to be eaten. I will not do it. Don't forget to bow for your meal and thank everyone for it. That's true. Always be grateful to the farmers and to the rice mafia and to the fishermen and to the fish themselves and to the cows and chickens and their parents and the school system. Is it 5 a.m.? It's almost 6 a.m. The good old rice mafia. Yeah, you guys don't know about it. It's pretty wild here, actually. So they had like a rice deficit because the harvest kept failing, but they have a rice bank basically where they put like extra stores of rice, and they try to artificially keep the price up to quote-unquote protect farmers and stuff. But apparently it goes pretty deep, and they have like actual Yakuza level of strategies that they use to keep all the farmers in check and all of the consumers in check. So they have like an actual rice mafia going on around here, and it's pretty wild. It's like the USA government cheesecake. What? They have cheese caves? For some reason, I read it as cheesecake. And I was like, man, I want to get lost. I want to start spelunking that cave. I want to get all the cheesecake. And I will roll out if I can actually still fit through the exit at some point. Those are a thing. Canadians have syrup mafia. Yeah, I believe that. Maple leaf syrup. Yum, yum, yum. I'm gonna dungeon dive. I'm gonna dungeon mesh here. Oh, the mines are deadly. Thousands of cheese. But is it American cheese? Why do you even want to have a surplus of that? Don't you remember the 90s? Yeah, I totally remember the 90s. I totally do. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I remember watching Through the Womb. It was hard to see. Only 90 kids will remember this. Yeah, only we do. As a proud 90s child, I remember everything. Totally. Infinite cheese glitch. Okay, so if I ever go to the States, I guess me and my ancestry would like to check out that cheese cave, and I'll be able to sample some delicious American plastic cheese, and I'll put a blowtorch on it to see if it melts, because I think that's why it's so weird, right? Your cheese is kind of weird because it needs to melt, and normal cheese doesn't really melt that well, I think. So I need to sample some delicious plastic on a burger, the most American food out there. Bum ba-dum bum bum bum. Delicious. Actually, yes. Burger's good. Why do you mean delicious quotation marks? What's wrong with American cheese? It does its job. It does work best on burger, right? Yeah. It's good on the burger. Am I American? Yeah. I'm from Wyoming. It's the funny, best rectangular state. Just look at the map, look and perceive its beautiful form. Wyoming has been rectangle maxing since the Civil War. Everyone else was fighting over rights, and Wyoming was fighting over achieving its perfect form. I don't know. But anyway, it is a beautiful form. It is the most beautiful rectangle that has ever been made. It is... I don't know what to do there, but anyway. It was not a state during the Civil War. Ornstein, stop ruining my historical lesson. It is very much the case, okay? It was. It is. I've played Assassin's Creed 3. I know everything there is to know about the... I haven't played Assassin's Creed 3. I am a history buff, okay? Yeah, gumen, good, Ornstein. You better dogeza right now, or I will eat you, as I'm currently still threatening maxing. Yeah, you wanna say I'm wrong? I'm currently actually violent and ferocious, just for this one treat. Yeah, it stayed out of the war to pursue its geometric perfection. Thought criminal, you wrote it really poetically. Can you write our anthem? We have to replace whatever we have right now. What do we have? Is it just random sheep sounds or something? Assassin's Creed 3 is the American Revolution. Wait, isn't it the same? Guys, what's the difference? Oh, a whole 100 years. Oh, that's a pretty large margin of error. All right, in one of them you fought the British people for your tea tax, and on the other one you fought each other because one side had a bit of let's say they were a little naughty. Oh, right. Which one's Assassin's Creed again, then? Is that the tea version? That's the tea one, isn't it? Ah, they spilled the tea. Gotcha. Americans don't even like tea. I think it was just the final straw that broke the camel's back. King George. Wow, George, you were causing trouble already at that point, huh? I think some things never change. One side tried to escape. They didn't do a good job at escaping, which is good. At the time of the Boston Tea Party, Americans were very British. Yeah, now you're not. So that's good for you. Good for you! You broke free! Now you're unique and cool and, well, at least usually. It was not even King George, it was the British Parliament. Did they already have, No, it wasn't yet during the time when they basically told the king they were useless, right? I think that was a little before that. I think for us it changed in 1815 or something around that line. I'm a little fuzzy on the detail. But nowadays, heads of state are more symbolic and they just look funny. And they have a funny cape on and then they just say, every time they have to make a law go in effect, they grab their little wand and they go like, abracadabra, the law is now in effect. And that's it. Et voila! It's real! You too, huh? Uh-huh. You broke free of the fate of being British. Yet somehow, apparently, you are more like the British than the British are now today. You have stayed the most British. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about being the real Britbong? That's slander. No, it's not. Americans are more British than British people are right now. Yeah. Which law would make my magic into existence? The law of I made it so. I decided to. The Americans are more British than the British are now right now because they talk the same as they did before. I think. I don't know. I read that somewhere. It might not be true. Americans want a king. I mean, is it fun to be a king at this point? All you do is you get born. You get put into tabloids. You eat crab every day. You go to fancy school. You wear weird clothes. You have to have a hat for every festive occasion. You need a new hat or the people in the tabloids make fun of you for reusing your clothes. Big fashion sin, apparently, to reuse clothes. Imagine wearing something more than once. They're not allowed to have shellfish because they will become shellfish. You are what you eat. Being a king sounds boring. It does, but you're rich. Are they allowed to play video games? I think that's the one reason I never wanted to be a nun in the end, is because I couldn't play video games. That's the only thing that stopped me from applying. Yeah, I can't play video games. I have to be religious all day, every day. Too much of a sacrifice. Who would wear the same things twice in a row, right? Yeah, I can't. Can't imagine. You can't get married and have kids. Now you get married to Jesus. Now I can play games and praise God. Yeah, exactly. Best of both worlds. I can play my extremely violent video games that apparently are supposed to turn you into a savage. Thank you, Ayase, for the Aussie lesson. Let me put my chart away. We finished our threat aura. Yeah. Now I no longer have to do my training arc because the tier list is gone. That's slander. You started as a savage. Did you pick deprived as your starting class? Were you one of those people that just wants to change everything and min-max your own points? I get that. That's good. The nuns have a Game Boy Micro hidden somewhere at all times. Where are they storing it? Sounds a bit old-fashioned, doesn't it? Yeah. The barbarians in Civilization. Ooh, I want to play Civ again. Ooh, I want to play Civilization again. The game is so big though. Oh, Civ 4, Civ 5, Civ. I want to play Civ 5 though. That one's the best one. Why be collab on Civ? Look, I had an idea to play Civilization with like a group with teams, like a marathon style, like 3 years ago, and it never came off the floor because it's just so hard to organize the time zones. I still want to try. It'll be the funniest if it's people that just don't know what they're doing. Maybe put in some people that know what to do and then just mix them in. Yeah. I have 81 hours of Civ 5. Civ 4 I didn't play that much, I think. But I had the idea to have like 4 teams of 2 people, and then we would tag team, as in we would have 4 people play at once, and then after an hour or 2, they would have to be like tag and then switch out with their partner and then have them continue wherever the other person left off as some kind of basically I thought it might be funny to put a person who's really bad at Civ with a person who's okay at it and then watch them have to fix each other's mistakes. I thought it might be funny. Like, you can have Lumi, who's really good at these kinds of games, and then pair her with like Shondo or something. It would be such a mess. I thought it'd be so funny. But I never got it to work. I still want to one day. Yeah, I thought it could be super funny, and it'll be like a long match, like multiple hours, and yeah, the worst player has to start. That would be funnier. So we truly know that it will be absolutely cooked. Do I know Cleo? Of course I do. I know she's really good. She loves. Oh, I mean, it's hard not to see it and hard to miss. But she loves Europa Universalis, which is also an RTS. So she would be really good. But I would if she would be joining such a thing, I would have to find the most garbage player in existence to be able to drag her down to everyone else's level. I would have to find the worst player in the world to offset Cleo's expertise. There's no way around it. I have to send an Enos or something. I have to be able to bring down the average really strongly. But Cleo might also be a better commentator because she knows the mechanics and can explain them too. Yeah, you're right. That will make more sense, actually. But again, I haven't even asked Cleo. I haven't even talked to Cleo. So I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, let's get Cleo on. I would have to first even like ask and stuff. Why is Gandhi nuking me? Well, Gandhi actually has a very similar aggression rate as everyone else, but they turned it into a meme that he's more aggressive now. And I think they actually did a little bit. But yeah, the overflow thing was never real. It's not real. You miss me, but says no, I'm right here. What do you mean? I'm right here. Just open up multiple browsers of the same stream, like me, like 3 times, and have them all play at once, and then you will be overflown with me. Yeah, I guess Gandhi got a little Mandela affected. Yeah. It's never real. I thought it was true too, like the whole like, oh yeah, Gandhi was supposed to be super friendly, but if you had a specific trait, it would actually make it go one step back and into a non-existing parameter, and it would loop side and it would go back to the other side around. It would turn into the most aggressive, but there was no such thing actually. It was just a coincidence, because I think the actual reason was that every civilization that happened to get nukes would use it, and he was just one of the civs that would go for it earlier because it was scientifically, like, he had a science-based civilization, so the odds of going for nukes are just much higher because that's the end game of a science route, right? That's the only reason it looked that way, but it wasn't true. It was just a type of civ that would naturally pursue those ending criteria. Because nuking the world is one way to win, right? You can go into space. That's the final ending for that one. You go into space, so you need to unlock all of the science stuff. How will video game comic creators make funny jokes that only gamers will get? I know, Nelson. I know, we have to think about those poor comic guys. If they grow desperate because of lack of content, they'll end up creating loss or something. We have to protect them from their own creativity. But I personally, every time I play Civ, I always end up with a cultural victory by accident because I love building buildings and all the monuments and stuff, and I just keep doing it by default. I have to literally tell myself, no, we're going to go for a different ending. We need to do something different. Stop building monuments. Stop! It's very fun, but I don't play on hard settings. I pick like one of the easier ones. Like, what is one the easier one? It's not Settler. That's the easiest. I picked the one above it. Yeah, I'm pretty bad. I play like a farming game. I crave art and I just sit there and create like buildings and that's it. I want to culturally dominate everyone. Exactly. The last Civ stream, was I bloodthirsty in that one? Sometimes I get cravings of death. That's true. I like to take it easy. Oh, I do have... Okay, I lied. I either go with like cultural victory or I want to kill everyone. Yeah, I usually go for death to all. Yeah, I usually just take everyone's cities and just rename them to some Dutch gibberish. Hello, Foyce, welcome. Happy Tuesday. It is technically Tuesday for most of us, so I stick to the name. It's 6 a.m. for me, but that's fine. Yeah, no titsy. No titsy is from French, okay? If you want to make an argument that it's a stupid word, you should point at the French. At least I think it's French. I don't know. Just probably. French? Yes. That reminds me, because of the way that we pronounce certain words, there is one word that I'm always afraid of saying out loud because of the way it sounds, and it's the word for nation. If you say it's plural, it's fine, but if you say it's singular, it always sounds like... The Dutch word for nation is Nazi. That sounds a little wrong, doesn't it? So every time I see that word, I'm like, should I say this? I don't really want to say it out loud, to be honest. It sounds a little bit off. Yeah, because the funny German one is not pronounced quite the same because we say it like a z. But yeah, it's unfortunate. That's why I never say that word. It makes sense. Yeah, it's from they're National Socialists, so that's the short version of it, right? But it just wait until you learn about the German word for less. Minder? Is it minder? I don't know. That's the Dutch one. I don't know German very well. I'm currently Japan brained, but that's good. I need to become Japan brained. You don't have any mod alarms going off? That's the mod alarm I installed. I like cute sounds. My current alarm clock goes like a duck. Do I accidentally use German or French when thinking of a Japanese word? No, I don't know enough French to even think about French. German, same. I sometimes think the Dutch one by accident or English, but none of the other ones. Yeah. You wake up with Superstars, your alarm. Do you have the Nintendo alarm thingy? I saw it in the stores, Alarmo, and I laughed at it because it's still such a stupid idea. Did they improve upon the concept, or is it still literally like it just makes a noise from the game and it just builds it up? Yeah, it's really expensive. It's such a glorified alarm you can just get on your phone, honestly. I just use my phone. I always have it next to my ear anyway, so I wake up with my duck alarm. Oh, Alarmo DLC! They probably will do that. The Alarmo name is so funny. It's such a childish name, and I know it's meant for children, but as a millennial, I assume everything is aimed at me, okay? Everything is for me. Alarmo? No, not for children. It's for me. I am the audience. Brandeteer, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you also for gifting. Thank you. I'm barely millennial. Look, Motion, just because you didn't make the cut doesn't mean you have to now point a finger at me and say that. Well, just because you only barely somersaulted across the millennial gap doesn't mean that you're not. Well, I can't remember the 90s, okay? But I remember 9/11, which is, I think, what everyone bases it on, okay? I remember. Never forgetting. I will not be tolerating anti-millennial sentiments here. Did they send me home? No, they didn't. I was already home by the time it happened. I was very young, so my school was not that long. Do I remember the world pre-internet? No, there was internet already. I do not. I do remember having shitty internet, which I think is very similar to no internet, if you ask me. We had some very bad internet. It was not dial-up, it was just ass. Dial-up is with the... And I don't remember having, like, noises like that. I only know it from memes, to be honest. I only know that sound from memes when the connection drops. Dark Souls, basically. Dark Souls in their stupid lag backstab. I think, honestly, probably the not having very good access to internet was a good time to be alive. Like barely any access or none at all. Probably it was better because not everyone's always on and everyone's always watching. Everyone's always concerned about everything. We're always looking. And now it feels like we can't really deal with it. At least I can't. I have too much to look for. Too much to look at. And it's a bit overwhelming. Just don't look. It's hard not to. You're thriving. I love the internet and I will be very sad without it. Obviously. But I also feel like it kind of forces you to have to participate in a lot of things you might not even want to. And they don't really give you a lot of choice anymore. You have to participate or be left out. Yeah, I love my computer as well because it has also all of my friends inside. They live in there. Hi! If you hear screams, that's just my internet friends because I have to sometimes grab like a little poker and just poke them back in there. Yeah, you fought a long time against smartphones. Why? They're so convenient. What even as an alternative could you have? Thanks to the internet, you get to look at me. Oh. Ah. Yeah, you better be looking at me. Yeah! Fun! Good times. Actually, guys, I think my cloggy nose is being caused by this monster. Every time I take a sip, my nose gets cloggy. Is that real? Is that a real thing? Am I just imagining? Cloggy nose, stuffy nose, drinking energy drink. Let's see. Carbon. Oh, it's the carbonation. Oh, is that what it's doing it? Is that what it is? I mean, I do have a very bad tolerance for carbonated water, so maybe this too. Do I believe in AI? What? No, this is a guy on Reddit. I know the source is pretty much just as garbage, but man on Reddit versus AI, it's pretty similar. Same thing. Yeah, Redditors are kind of like bots, aren't they? Yeah, I think so too. The average Redditor is gosh darn annoying. What if it's AI on Reddit? There's a lot of them. It's oh god. Sometimes I like to read made up stories on Reddit because I believe all of them are made up because they're all stupid. But most of the stories follow the exact same template. It's always like blah 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 blah. Quote like literal quotations from a conversation, then M dash, and then summarizations, and then my friend group is split, and half is on my side, the other half is on the other side. It's like, can you please stop going on the internet to lie? At least lie about something funnier. At least make up funnier lies. This is just stupid. Oh. And then everyone claps, by the way. And Einstein literally came up and gave them an award and then went back to his coffin. Man, I wish Einstein would do that for me. But no, he still hasn't shown up and clapped. I'm still waiting. I should do more impressive stuff, I guess. Einstein just won't come unless it's worth the effort to crawl out of his coffin. Einstein got sliced up? Oh. Wow, then I'm super impressed he managed to show up in one singular piece. His time machine has only limited times of use. Well, then I'm glad that Mr. Redditor got one of them. They have his brain in a jar. Wait, did he consent? Did they dissect his brain? Did it show any anomalies? Do smart people have funnier brains? Brains are fascinating. Too bad I'm very, very bad with body horror or anything body related. I would totally want to be in there. Go like, shoo, 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 shoo. Brain seems pretty normal. I mean, it makes sense. I would be surprised if being smart made your brain look different physically. Probably it all comes down to like the pathways, right? They are better linked to each other or something. Even MRI scans look weird. You don't like the little brain slice? Yeah, they look exactly the same pretty much. Yeah, it has to be. I mean, you would become a different creature if you would actually have a different brain. Some dude stole his brain, his entire corpse in 1955. Did they find him back? Is Einstein still missing? Should we put him on a carton? Missing. Einstein's body, brain not included. Yeah, the way your brain is linked up, like with all the little associations, that kind of determines your intelligence, I guess, because if you can do it faster, or you have more of them, you can access information better. So, yeah. That sounds about it. Yeah, the funny tongue picture. Ever been in an exhibition with taxidermied humans? No? It sounds kind of like... It smells like beef jerky in there. Does it? My stomach is hungry. I have never been to... Okay, to be honest, I haven't been to a lot of science-related museums. I think the most recent one was the Future Museum. There was a bodies exhibit from like 2006. Okay, that's a very long time ago. Can we store a brain in the future? Yeah, you can probably download the brain's content at some point, right? The plasticized nervous system. We are very malleable. The body museum is kind of whack. Oh, I thought the body museum in Amsterdam was sex related. Is that a different one? I guess so. Oh, it's the one in Vegas. Oh, okay. I know Amsterdam is very much into the God, it reminds me of that time I had to explain. Okay, this is I once had to explain to my mother why my university had this as its symbol. Because my mom was like, sex. It's the Amsterdam. It means Amsterdam. It's not. It's just, this is their logo, like their symbol. I had to explain. It's yeah. I went to a very special school. I actually don't know if that's why it got picked up, because Amsterdam was mostly known as a port with a lot of sailors, a lot of seamen that wanted to, you know, after months of being adrift on a boat with other seamen, they wanted to do stuff like drink beer, I guess. So they went to a lot of pubs. So it was very popular, and a lot of portstitution. There was a lot of portstitution indeed. Most ports had an issue with that, but this was one of the more famous ones. Yeah. But is that why it's... Is that why they have XXX as that symbol? That would be funny, yeah. Let's see. Where is it from? Let's see. I wonder if it's from that. But yeah, it's for me it just means Amsterdam. I'm fairly sure Amsterdam based it on a cross though. But let me check it. Yeah, it's St. Andrew's Crosses. That's where the Amsterdam one is from. But then I wonder if the Lude one is then from Amsterdam or elsewhere. I wonder. Some booze is labeled with that too. I have no idea. But apparently the 3 X's stand for heroic, resolute, and mercifulness. They always love adding a lot of words. But yeah, it's been used for a long time. Everyone uses it. But anyway, I had to show my mom that it was actually just an official symbol and not like a funny, interesting school that she was paying for me to go to. Wait, Australians have 4 of them? Wow. Way to dab on us with an extra funny cross and be better. Because more is better, right? It was supposed to mean that. But why? What? But we say X. X. That's not the same. X. X. 14. 14 are more than 4. X. X-eyes it. Oh yeah. For today, there might be a game. At this point, the might is turning into a smaller font, and it will get smaller. It started as a maybe in like maybe 32 pixel size. It's now like a 24. Soon it might be like 16 or eventually be 0. But as far as games go, I installed a few more. What did I end up getting? Oh, let me check. I ended up installing, let's see. I installed some, don't lie to the Game Bros. Game Bros, have I ever lied to you about starting a game and not doing it? If the answer is yes, give me 20 examples, please. Thank you. Have we hit 1,700 games yet? I can check for you. I have 1,561 games. 1,561 games. Has she lied? I'm a Zatsu Chad. Yeah, that's me. I'm voting for that. There might be a game. Yay! Thank you for adding some sparkles. That really makes it look even more official. I might run out of content soon. I think so too. I might have to go on a little binge purchasing spree, but I think I missed the summer sale. I didn't even see anything good in that summer sale, to be honest. Everyone's playing Expedition 33, and it's really good, apparently. But what I want to play soon, is, let me check. The name eludes me for a second. It's the one where you have to loop over and over and over. And I know Shondo played it recently. I've been wanting to play that one for like forever. Do I have a PlayStation 5? I do not. No, it's not Blue. Oh, it's Outer Wilds, that one. Outer Wilds. That one is supposed to be really good. And I have intentionally ignored everyone playing the game because I want to still see it for myself. Because the whole point is that you unravel the story. So I have intentionally ignored it just to be able to really feel the first playthrough better. But yeah, I have to still schedule it. But I will, because right now, this week was a little funky. Actually, let me show you what I mean. Yeah, definitely would have to kill anyone that tries to spoiler Outer Wilds, because I know everyone's played it already. Wait, don't cheat like Pirate Software. What did he do? What did he do this time? What did he do? Did he look up a guide? Did he use cheat engine? Thank you, Ponycron. Thank you. Thank you for 46 months. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I should definitely play it. I want to stream it too. Horror games might be off the table. No, I installed some. I installed some already. Like the karaoke from Chilla's Arts. He looked at a guide. Oh, that's me. That's a shame. Look, guys, if you want to spoiler yourself, that's up to you. I don't really think badly of someone doing that. But with a game where the story is the whole point, I think it's a dumb idea to do that to yourself. It's up to your own. It's up to you if you want to do that. I don't think it makes someone a bad person. I just feel like you're ruining your own experience. You're ruining. Oh, he pretended to just do it on the fly. Wait, that's why he did it? Oh, that's cringe. Is he afraid of ever looking bad? He is that kind of person, isn't he? He doesn't want to fail. Especially not when people are watching. I mean, I understand this feels bad if you're performing awfully and people kind of make fun of that. It sometimes feels a little bit hurtful, right? If you're trying your best and everyone thinks you have room temperature IQ. But as a streamer, you kind of have to just let it slide off you, like you are a piece of delicious butter and the stream is noodles. And you have to just let it go past you. Yeah. So he maxed out his ego. I feel like, you know, as a streamer, you can be that person who intentionally plays up a little bit that you're always right as a persona, and it can be funny, right? But if you're actually like that, like on a personal level, if you're actually like that, it must be so it must feel so annoying to have to deal with a person who actually believes they can never be wrong. He did make a living off of resolving them. I mean, probably there's a little bit of fear involved then, right? But I feel like living your entire life being afraid of making mistakes makes it also really hard to even do the basics. Because you will always make a mistake somewhere if it's your first time. But that's also kind of the appeal for streaming, at least. Like, it's okay to just bring people on your thought process, even if your thoughts seem kind of dumb, like for me. But it's okay. Apparently, it's still funny enough that people are here. Apparently, thank you, Shipes, for sticking with me no matter how lobotomized I may appear. So thank you. Thank you for still sticking with me, even if sometimes you wonder how I got through childhood. I appreciate it very much. Yeah, growing together or getting better at something over time, I think that's wonderful. And I don't think we should take gaming too seriously, unless you're like an expert at something. And even then, it's still okay to learn while you're doing it, you know? I'm your favorite lobotomide. Aww, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for supporting me no matter how much brain matter is missing. Girls are the cutest when they're almost lobotomized. I think anyone is the cutest when they are a little silly. The childhood was before the accident. Did it affect me that much? I do feel more forgetful, but I've always been kind of forgetful. For some reason, my brain only operates perfectly fine if I have to study for something. And then it's like, yeah, we have to remember this. And after I'm done with the test, it's like, yeah, we can yeet this out and replace it with trivia. Gaming trivia. That's how my brain works. What cake level you reached? Of course, you're staying. Yay! Utsuro number 1. First, look at his little funny number, guys. Utsuro has been here since day 1, pretty much. Treating every stream as a quiz. That sounds very tiring. A little bit. So, statistically speaking, humans like it if the husband-wife is more stupid than them. I think statistically speaking, everyone wants to be smarter than the other person. Like, no matter what. Doesn't have to be like a spouse or something. Co-workers, family, friends. Everyone feels better if they're better than the other person. Everyone feels better. But it's kind of pointless in a way too. Because if you think about it, no matter how good you are at something or whatever, there's always going to be one Asian person that does it 25 million times better than you. What about trophy spouses? I find that such a stupid idea. It's the most dumb thing I can think of. Like the whole trophy thing. I think people that participate in this are genuinely... how to say this without sounding too strong? It's retarded. I don't know. Why would you do that? The other person clearly does not love you for who you are. They want your stuff. And the other way around, the other person doesn't care for the other person too. They just want some eye candy. They want something cute on their arm. How is this gonna work out? Like, maybe it works for a few weeks until you get bored of each other and then you get divorced. Wow, amazing. Why bother? It's stupid. I don't get it. I don't get the appeal. It feels like this goes against the whole point. If you want to marry someone, you should do it because you love them and you want to be with them. It's not because of stuff they can give you. If that's all you care for, then you probably will not give a darn about them if something happens to them, right? You're supposed to be there to sickness and health. And if you are only with a person because they can give you something, then as soon as they get sick or something, they're useless to you, right? So then you what? You get divorced. Isn't that like, that beats the point of a union, in my opinion. I think it's such a stupid idea. It's transactional. Like, it's the most transactional way you can look at something, and I think it's very unhealthy. There's a reason all these people get divorced 15 billion times in their life. It's because they don't actually value the person that they're with. Yeah, back in the day, divorce was very much frowned upon, but I am at least... I think it's positive that people are like socially allowing people to get divorced, because if someone is toxic, you should be able to leave. But I also feel like it makes people too eager to just get married instead of thinking about, do I actually want this for the rest of my life? So it also becomes kind of meaningless in the sense that people are too eager to say, oh yeah, you're my number one and one forever, and then they change their mind and then they do this 5 times. I mean, it's both good that it's easier to get, you know, dislodged from it, but it's also negative because people see it as less meaningful and more impactful, and they treat it like more like a throwaway, and that's just weird. I don't know. I feel like it's something that shouldn't be taken so lightly. United by tax breaks. Valid reason to do it, but is it enough? If you're happy like that, I guess that's all that matters, right? Happiness is what matters. And if this is apparently what makes both happy, I guess go you. A lot of people don't like the concept. I think a lot of people probably also see it like something that is pointless now because you don't really have to anymore, right? Like, it's like, at least for women, it's no longer a necessity because you could get everything like without doing that, pretty much. Love doesn't need a physical touch. Wait, what? That sounds like that sounds like something a mod would say. For some reason, because over Discord, right? It's remotely. For some reason, that's what it sounds like. They're always online. I think love as a concept, of course, is more than just like love. It's also just appreciating someone. It's not necessarily like romantic, right? I just killed my own mod. I have no idea. I just read that one sentence. Now you have multiple kinds of love. You have like love for family, you have romantic love, you have love for your friends. That's more like the platonic one. You have different kinds. They're all nice for their own rights. Marriage does give you a lot of legal stuff. Yeah, it does. There's perks to it, I guess, but you have to still, I mean, maybe it's just me, my opinion, but I feel like should mean more to people than just the financial parts or like the transactional side of it. I think that's just, it's too little. It doesn't, maybe I'm naive, but I feel like it should mean more to people than just a you know, you just do it and that's it, bye. Yeah, I don't know. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Bring back arranged marriages and dowries. Was that even a thing in the West? Now that I think about it, how did my grandparents meet? No, that was all love still. My grandpa cycled to the other side of the country basically to go see my grandma, so that was very romantic and cute.
Wow.
Very cute. A lot of political marriages. If you're like rich, it's still like that, I think, because you have to keep the wealth inside of the family, right? You have to always be getting more. So you have to marry the right person that gives you more money. Yeah, that's what I mean. It sounds kind of dreadful. I would not want to be an aristocrat for that reason. It's all political, including stuff that shouldn't be. But I guess that's naive of me to say. But that's what they're concerned with, I suppose. They're more about keeping it within their hands rather than doing it because it feels good. Yeah, you gotta marry your cousin to make sure that the genes don't leave the family. You know, you don't want intruding genes. You just want to keep the same ones you've been having for a few millennia. You know, if you end up with 5 chins or one really big one, that's just family traits, right? They just get more pronounced. Yep. Gotta get some nice fitting jeans. Those jeans will have to be yours for a very long time. They are being recycled within the family. Maybe a few extra toes. That just means you have more grip when you go to the pool and it's kind of slidey. Those extra grippers will make sure you don't accidentally flush yourself down right onto the floor. Why just the cousin and not the half-sibling? Oh, you want to keep it even closer in the family. It's a little weird if it's your sibling, isn't it? You've probably seen them naked a lot as a kid. That is like, at least cousins, you don't see them that often. So it's more like a little bit more distance, less sibling-like. Maybe. No. I don't think I'm fairly sure I've not seen my siblings naked since I was like 3 or something. Maybe I've never have. All I know is that my mom used to she was like, "Yeah, you're the same as your brothers," when I was like really little. So she just put me in like just the shorts and nothing else. That was fine. Europe, let's go. So I guess my brothers have seen me topless, but I was little, so it doesn't really count. It doesn't count. Don't Finnish people like sit in a sauna naked with their coworkers and stuff? That must be weird. Yeah, there's nothing to see at that age. You're literally the same. Boys and girls are basically the same. You went to the nude beach as a toddler. Yeah, my mom would just free range me onto the beach every time we went on holiday, and I would just run off with my shorts. You do not want to see your coworkers, but you could if you were Finnish. You would have to go into the communal sauna with your coworkers, and then they will see your pickle. Is it weird? If it's people you know, I feel like it gets weirder. For me, it's like if I'm naked around strangers, I'm like, eh. But if it's someone I would know, then it's like, ah! You know what I mean? I don't understand why it matters, but it's like they will remember. What if they look at you and they just strip your clothes off because they now know what it looks like underneath? What if? That's what I think. But I actually went to a sauna before. Well, it wasn't a sauna. It was like a pool. I guess it was a sauna officially. Yeah, it was a sauna officially. I went to one of those with a friend, and she was from a culture where it was super normal to do it, so she just stripped like within a second, and I was like, but I did it anyway because I was like, you know what, it doesn't matter. And then it felt normal after like a few seconds, but at first I had to be like, oh man, this is weird, man. And you realize that everyone's just kind of the same. Aren't Japanese onsen the same? Yeah. You cannot wear a bathing suit. You have to be nude. But I have not been in an onsen with anyone besides strangers, so I don't know. All I know is that it's kind of funny how no one wants to make eye contact. And I remember the weirdest moment for me is when I went to an onsen and the only person in there was another foreigner, and she was like trying her hardest not to look in any direction I was in. She was just staring ahead, and just into the void. And I was just kind of paddling in there, going like hee hee. I was just kind of going back and forth, going like, woo! Well, not swimming or anything, but I was trying to find a nice spot to sit in, and I was just enjoying. And this person kept readjusting their gaze just to not be looking at me directly. It was so funny. Were there boys trying to climb the wall and sneak a peek? No, it was all like with walls and stuff. No, if you try to sneak a peek, I'm fairly sure you're gonna get clobbered in the eyeball. What an interesting void. It's not like the others I've seen. I must investigate and stare at it for the next 2 hours. No, but it's like, I don't know. I do feel like ever since I've been to onsen, I do feel more like less bothered by being nude in front of people. I guess you can just get used to it. Because culturally, I'm from a place where you're not really supposed to, and it's weird, and it makes you feel like it's not right, you know? So even at gyms, if people go to shower, you can kind of tell if people are from the area or not, whether or not they just have no issue and just yoink it off and just go to the shower, or if they just very politely cover themselves up with a towel or something. Are people Victorian? No, but we do have this weird trend where it either is very laissez-faire or it's like very Puritan almost. And yeah. So it's weird. It's weird for me at least, but I kind of got used to it. A little prudish. Yeah, you're supposed to stay modest and stuff. Yeah, it's extremes. So maybe it's a cultural thing from like West and South or something. I'm not too sure. I feel like in the West people are more open, and in the South it's more like kind of like reserved. Aren't Dutch some weird Calvinists? Yeah, in the middle I think is the Bible Belt. They are very weird. They are very weird. Yeah. I think there's a stereotype that they wear like panties, like pantyhoses, all the way up to their like shoulders, like you know the Loomy Tuber's wolf mascot. Yeah, that guy. That's kind of the mental image you have to imagine. Let me make a picture. Maybe this is just a stereotype we have of these people in the South, but yeah, the gondola guy. So we have this mental image that people are like this, right? But then they have like they wear like stockings, like non-see-through, like completely like opaque. I think that's the word. So they have their shoulders, and then they wear like stockings, but it's like it goes all the way up to like their shoulders, and it's colored like this, like. Because they don't want to reveal anything, so they're just covered completely. Yeah, Yeah, it's like a pantyhose, and they just don't use their arms. It's oh, it's like that boot from Mario. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, they literally just sitting there. That's kind of how it is. Let me add some shoelaces because it's cute. Yay! It's kind of like being shrink wrapped by your own clothes. Yeah, they have their faces revealed. Yeah, the harlots. Yeah. But that's kind of the stereotype, that at least that we got going on for them. I think they're in the middle of the country. They're like a Bible Belt. But yeah, they're Protestants. They are usually a bit more extreme, as far as I know. Practically everyone I know is kind of chill. Yeah, people are very chill. Got a Dutch person in my boot. Yeah, currently I'm wearing nothing. No shoes here, way too warm. But hello, Emperor Keto-Jan. Welcome everyone that has trickled in. Scandalous. But yeah, for me, getting used to onsen culture took at least one visit, but I got pretty much used after. Now I just yeet off my clothes and yeehaw right into the water. I don't care anymore. It's a wonderful feeling. I just want to soak up all the warmth and just, my bones, they are turning into mush. They're becoming very soft and I can break them. It's nice. I recommend, if you ever get the chance to go to a place like that, just go in. You got a deja vu feeling? Deja vu. It changed my perspective? Not really. I just don't care so much anymore. That's all. I will be like jelly. Yeah, slurp. Don't drink or eat. Do you eat or drink jelly? You eat it, right? No, it's more like a drink. Oh, of course. If we're talking about mixed, I would never do that. I would never get naked in front of random dudes. No! I don't think they even have mixed anymore nowadays, right? Japan kind of killed off the whole idea like a long time ago. It's all same. You only bathe with women if you're a girl, or you only bathe with dudes if you're a dude. Yeah, I don't like the idea of it being mixed. But that's, I think only in rural areas they still do it, where anyone goes anywhere. They used to. Yeah, it used to be normal, was the default. And after a while, yeah, it might be like imposed on them at some point. But it used to be the default, and then it became the non-standard one now. No blushing me in front of 5 old dudes who can't even lift their head high enough to look forward. Are you talking about my grandma picture I made? With all of them looking like they can't lift up their head anymore because they're so bent? Yeah, it's very common here. It's very common. I've seen way too many old people that look like a Lego block. Like they're straight up until their shoulders, and then they start to angle downward like the little L block upside down. Yeah, that must hurt. Can't be fun.
Nina just getting naked in front of a bunch random Japanese dudes. Wondering if she speaks Chinese or English. Assuming Chinese likely.
Why am I doing that, Mystic Matt? What kind of RP are you imagining over there? Excuse me? Nani? You know, I won't ask more. Oh, speaking of getting naked in front of a bunch of random dudes, I wonder if that poster is still up with Pekora. I need to investigate. I need to see if that's still there. I once found an let's say I went to a very popular VN store, and they had let's say an advertising for a non-official video where it looked like let's say there was an inspection day happening, and Pekora was investigating if everyone was Yeah. It was penguin inspection day, and I laughed so hard when I saw it. I made a picture. I was like, my God, they actually did something like this. That's weird. I just couldn't believe it. Why? Why? So funny. It was so funny. I wonder if they still got it there. I need to check. What the pecco, indeed. I also need to see if I can catch some cheap VNs that are easy to read. Yeah, from Death Stranding 2. Compecco. Did I pass the penguin inspection? What do you think? Do you think I own a penguin? It's highly illegal as far as I know. Anything with furigana. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I need to look it up for. I need to look it up. They have a list of like easy to read things. I think I'll just have to look at one of those. I have a lot of VNs already, but I'm fairly sure on Steam they do not have Japanese because of the law or something. Yeah, I'm gonna go check out that store and also see if the penguin inspection is still around. Because I have, how many VNs? 99. I have a lot of, like, I have a lot of classic ones. But I don't know if you can mod. God, I still have all of Higurashi. Oh! How to get Japanese, not subs, text on Steam VNs. Fan-made translation patch? Yeah, I don't think I could. Yeah, I think I would have to read Higurashi because of the writer being the same. I better buy a lot of physical ones. I probably will. They currently have a Summer Pockets event, I think, which is pretty cute. I got a mouse mat because I need something so I don't end up running a ton of tire tracks into the table. I have to make sure I don't accidentally ruin the table because I might have to pay for it. But I got a little cute like checkered pattern mouse pad. It's pretty. It's very mild because I noticed I had at home. I have 2 mouse pads. I have my own and I have one of Myth. And as much as I like them, the problem is they have such a busy picture on it. I feel like my desk is really cluttered just from seeing the picture that's on it. So this time I decided to get a mouse pad that's kind of like bare bones, kind of calm in a way. So my desk also looks less crowded and less like there's stuff on it. Do I use the mouse pad as the main one? I have 2 of them. And I use at home, I use my own to put my keyboard and stuff on it. And the other one I use to put other stuff on, like cups and things. I have coasters, but I still want to put it out of the way a little bit, at least. I think you do have to read Higurashi before Umineko, but I might be wrong. I haven't read either yet. Yeah, you can hear what they say. I'm currently also learning that way, because... God, the pace at school is really quick though. They only touch upon stuff like once. And they also give me homework. And they cover topics that are not covered in class through the homework. So they were not joking when they said, oh yeah, by the way, you will have to do 3 hours a day. I'm not doing 3 hours quite yet. I do like 2. But I can tell that probably once they're further along, it's going to catch up pretty hard. Homework is optional. They did tell me that. They said homework is not mandatory. You just need to pass the test. That's some intense cram school. It's not even as bad as what I've seen. Like literally, like I told you guys, there's what I think is a cram school very close to my apartment, and every time I walk past it in the morning, it's full of people. And then I come back at night and it's full of people. There's same people sit there for like 12 hours and they don't move. What are they doing in there? You can't cram endlessly. You're gonna get sore. Like your brain needs to also have some break time. You can't expect to learn and without any breaks. Like half of your retention happens when you're not studying. Like you have to sleep. That's how you process info. You have to parse it while you're asleep. They're either built different or they're a front. Oh, they might be a mattress store, yeah. I don't know, but it's I feel so bad for them. They look like they're being tortured with education. No, they're all locals from what I can tell. Like it looks like a cram school, and I don't think a foreigner would go to a cram school of all things. I think they're being tortured. Yeah, without sleep you cannot process anything. It's the main way that you actually retain anything. You have to do it in your sleep. But I don't know. Foreigners would look out of place. It's not that bad. Okay, that's not completely true. Because yesterday on my way back to home, I walked past a group of salarymen, and one of them was a white dude who dressed exactly the same, but he just had, you know, the white person appearance, and he was speaking like fluent Japanese to them, and I was like, oh my god, white man, I'm so proud of you. I wish I could become like you. Ken-sama, you've done it. He looked so happy. He was like fully blending in. It looked very cute. I hope that will be me one day. Well, not turning into a middle-aged salaryman, but more like I wish I could. I wish I could become fluent one day. I don't wish to become a white man, but I do wish to become fluent in the Nihongonese. I do. What color was his tie? I think it was blue. I'm not too sure. But actually it kind of looked like my brother. Was the same hairstyle, like gelled up, slicked back. Kind of reddish. Oh my god, what if it was my brother? Fairly sure I would recognize him. Yeah, I don't think you forget what your family looks like that quickly. I haven't seen them in 2 weeks. They're gone. Being a guy is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, it has its perks, has its downsides. I'm fairly sure the downside is especially apparent in summer. Probably. You don't have a monthly subscription to Women Magazine, but I think you have a different issue. What do you mean by that? Let's just say that on a warm day... Can I make the sound with my hands? No, I can't. I'm not sweaty enough. Let's just say there is one problem that women will never have. It's all about getting the correct layers. That's probably true. Yeah. It's probably true. You have an AC built in there? Dang! I have seen people with jackets with AC. It's like, I saw a literal dude with like a leather jacket or something, and it had like fans spinning inside. It was crazy. The technology is wild. I'm not sweaty enough. Cardio time. No, it's because I'm wearing a skirt right now, so I'm not super sweaty. Heated jackets are so bizarre, but this was a cooling jacket. It's the opposite. Yeah, it might be a construction thing because they have to work in this weather. Let me check what the current weatherness. I'm checking the weatherness. Hold on. Tokyo weather. It's currently 28 degrees with 81% humidity. Okay, it's 6 a.m. 7 almost, and it's gonna be 36. Oh, 36 degrees today. Oh my god. Yamero. Tomorrow will be 65, but it will rain. Oh god. Finally. Guys, it's cooling down next week for like a day. Today's excessive heat warning again. Oh, wonderful. The weatherness is not good. Yeah, I'm actually doing pretty good with the weather, to be honest. I have learned how to navigate it. Sure, I arrive like a sweaty puddle once I'm at school, because I walk quite a bit. I walk half an hour just to get to the, what do you call it? From the train I arrive at the station. I have to walk to the train first, then I take the train, and then I have to walk half an hour still. So in that half hour, I do melt a tiny bit. But I have my little hand fan and I have a little umbrella. And then once I arrive, I just have to wait 5 minutes and I'm dry again. Yeah. Just have to kind of stand there, standing man, menacingly, and then I just dry up again, and then it's fixed. Yeah. Riding a train at that temperature is fun. Yeah, I'm kind of lucky. I don't really have the issue of being stuck in a salaryman's armpit. I was really worried about that, to be honest. Because I heard the stories. I have a pretty busy line that I'm on. And I heard tales that you're going to be sardined pretty strongly. And you will probably end up playing Jenga with someone at some point. But it's not too bad. I go at an hour that's like slightly out of peak hours. So I'm kind of safe, to be honest. I'm kind of safe on that sense. And when I go back, it's not too busy. But when I get out, it's super busy. Like when I get on, it's okay. When I get out, it's really bad. Metro butt post? What does that mean? How many earthquakes did I notice until now? I kind of don't know. Like I sometimes feel like things are shaking, but no one reacts. So I guess it's mild? Earthquakes a lot? Neck ventilator. No, but I finally realized that's what to use those towels for. Like the Oshi towels. The ones with the funny VTuber or something on it. Or, I don't know, a Idolmaster person. They are for your neck. I thought they had a different purpose. You're supposed to hang them over your neck. Kind of like when you work out. That's the actual purpose of them. I thought they had a different application. But I was wrong. Yeah. What other purpose would it be? You know, a towel. For towel reasons. Yeah, you wear it like a scarf. Cleaning things, you know. There's a penguin history. Yeah, I thought, because it's kind of hand towel shaped, I thought you could use it in the kitchen or something, you know. Got a towel, Max. Yeah, so I actually brought a little face towel that Freya gave me. I brought it with me, so that's the one I'm using. Speaking of, I probably should pluck it out of my bag at this point. I need to rinse it. Just to keep it nice and fresh. Ooh, hello, Kumo. Welcome. Oh, you also moved. I hope it went well. Don't use it on the face. No, you have to. You gotta pat yourself dry. Yeah, it's hot as frick. Yeah, everyone has to wear a suit. It's so bad. I'm so grateful that I can just wear literally a skirt and a t-shirt or something. 4 towels when getting out of the shower. Ooh, oh, I need to start cleaning my bathroom soon. I want to do it every 2 weeks. And I have to figure out what to do with this one. Ooh. I can't be too hide. Looks pretty simple. Yeah, they can wear linen. Yeah, I try to also wear linen as much as possible. It's nice and airy. It's pretty nice. Let it mold. No. I cannot turn it into a baker residence or something. Ooh, speaking of Resident Evil, I was wondering, guys, gaming wise, I wanted to pick up next week. I wanted to try it this week, but I ran out of slots actually. Because this week I'm gonna play Metroid Prime, see how far I get. Which is, I don't know how far I will get. It's gonna be highly up for debate whether I'll finish or not. But I wanted to pick up next week the Wind Waker mod. I'm currently still working on getting the Nintendo 64 versions modded. Because once I have, I kind of want to replay those two. Maybe I can do another fun run. But I'm gonna go sailing. Yeah, Wind Waker is super fun. I don't really remember the game that much, but I wanna whack my Wind Waker. Yeah, I wanna cast some jutsus. So that's what I want to pick up next week, because this week I actually got a sponsor going, which I'm very, very happy about. It's very hard to get sponsorships nowadays. So I'm happy they wanted to give me a chance. It's gonna be on Friday, I believe. And then I'm gonna have Elden Ring right after. Well, let me actually show you the schedule rather than talk about it. There it is. It's gonna be a little easier to talk. So today was Catch Up Tuesday. Tomorrow we have Watch Along. And we're gonna watch a movie. We can watch Monster Hunter maybe if someone can get it for me. The Monster Hunter movie. Apparently it sucks, but I like when movies suck. So Friday will be the sponsor stream, and I'll play Elden Ring with Grape and Enos right after. Although I feel like me and Grape probably played the game the most. I think I have like 30 hours in Elden Ring, like Night Rain. How hard will it be to go back from Night Rain to regular Elden Ring? I wonder if I'll have trouble. I've played that much already. I have. I really like Night Rain. Like, I really like Night Rain. I tried to sneak in a few hours here and there. At least I think I have like 30 hours. Let me check. Yeah, 30 hours-ish. I finished like 80% of the bosses. I got carried by Japanese people, at least on 3 runs. The Japanese are crazy. They're really good. Oh, Monster Hunter is an isekai. Yep, I think people try to reason their way out of this one. Have I done a super boss? Is that the purple one that's on the bottom of the selection list? If so, no. Have not. I wanted to fight the regular dudes first, and I already struggle with them. They're so difficult sometimes. On my last run, I got a little sad because I was doing really good. I had some really good weapons. I had the weakness of the boss. I had everything. I was high leveled for the time. I was like level 9, and it was only just barely day 2. So I was doing good. And then my team did not... These were 2 gaijins, probably. Has to be. We were trying to fight a boss that was way too hard for us at the time. And... No, wait, I was level 7. Okay, yeah. So they were fighting something that was way too hard. And I was like, oh my god. This is gonna be such a waste of time. And I tried to help them out because they were dying a lot. So I went to help them. And I got killed. And then they decided to let me die. So then I lost the level. Then they were still fighting that boss. And... The funny fog came in, and the boss was almost down, but I lost my souls. I had a lot of them on the floor, like 3 levels worse, I think. So I tried to get it back. My team wipes. The boss is still up. The boss is now in the flames. I tried to get my souls back. I fail, and I die, and my souls are now gone. The team is still trying to kill the boss while it's in the fog. We are wasting so much time. They don't want to leave the boss alone. They really want to kill it, even though it's in the fog and we're being hurt just being there. And the game wants us to move to the funny tree. They're just not doing it. And I'm like, oh my god, I de-leveled. My souls are gone. I have nothing on me. I'm gonna be extremely under-leveled for the next one. It's over. What happens? We go to... At some point, everyone decides to just, you know, let's just take the L and go to the tree. Somehow, we beat night 2's boss. I don't know how, because I was like super low level. I was de-leveled and everything. And we beat it somehow. We go into the final night. Boss spawns in. Somehow, we get it down to half, and then we just instantly wipe. And I was like, gosh darn it, I wish we had wiped earlier, because now I got my hopes up. My hopes crashed. Hopes up again. Hopes crashed again. Enos, I'm afraid I can't. I have not that much time today, but I will play until infinity on Saturday. Don't worry, Enos. We'll get to play some Night Rain. But yeah, basically my run sucked, and that's the only issue I have with Night Rain. As soon as you are behind, there is no way to catch up and your run is lost. But you still have to stay, or you get, you know, punished. They will hit you on the fingers with a, you know, what's it called? A ruler? Yeah, they hit you with a ruler on your fingers, on your little fingies. No one ever has time for you. No, Enos, no! I only have time, unfortunately, right after I get home, and then I have like half an hour Otherwise, it's weekend only for me. I'm sorry, Ines. This weekend in the evening, we can play a little bit if you want as well. Tanya drank bleach to avoid you. Yeah, I did read she drank bleach, but at least she's nice and clean on the inside now. Right? A little bit of bleach to cleanse. Get rid of those bacteria. Those pesky bacteria, right? Hey, Ines, do you want to make crystals at home? I have a really cool recipe you can try. Anyway, on Saturday, your Saturday, I will be part of a charity, and no, Ines, it's not that one. Please give it a try. Of course she didn't drink bleach, Mordred. That's deadly. Come on. Oh my god. But I'll be part on Saturday of Orla's charity. It's going to be pretty late at night, I think, but I'm still gonna join for some Jackbox because I want to help support the cause. And then on Sunday, your Sunday, I'm gonna be playing Metroid Prime. I hope I'll be able to finish it. I'll try my hardest. And yeah, try it, Ines. It's really fun to do. It also opens up a portal. It does a lot of things. It's a highly underrated recipe, I think. If it's diluted enough, Mordred, why would someone dilute bleach to drink it? Especially someone that is smart. Tanya's pretty smart, I think. Yeah. Why would VTubers go on the internet and make up stories? Yeah. Maybe they're not used to it. Maybe they're trying to build resistance. Maybe it's homeopathy. You know what? You're right. I'm sorry, Mordred. You're right. People are just, building up tolerance. That's what they're after. Yeah. Put bleach in water to make it drinkable. Don't you do that in survival games? Oh, you're right! You can do that! In so many games, you can add a little bit of bleach. Yeah, you can microdose, and then you have drinkable water. Oh, you're right. It's a survival trick. And I mean, Tanya probably doesn't have access to really good water because she doesn't have a faucet. She has to go into the well, and the well is full of snakes. A guy that microdosed bullets to get bulletproof. Ooh, that sounds so clever. Did he use like baby bullets? Like really tiny ones? Like little pebbles? Like shotgun spreads? Yeah, you gotta start with a really small caliber and in order to boost your body's natural resistance. You have to build you have to get your white blood cells to create some immune responses and raise your levels of tolerance. So you have to shoot your foot once a day with some baby bullets. And eventually, after a few weeks of exposure, you have to start small. Yeah. Once you have enough exposure, you become basically, you start to develop a bulletproof vest over your chest area. And eventually, that thing expands all over your body. Yeah. Sounds like something they would do in Baki. Maybe. I love Baki, it's funny. The perfect soldier. You don't even have to get Captain America anymore. Just get rid of him, he's stupid. You're learning a lot. Good. Good. I want to be an educational streamer. It's my passion to make shit up, but pretend it's not. It takes a lot of effort, so I need to become better at it. Absolutely. Captain microdosing sounds bad. Yeah, it doesn't really ring off the tongue, does it? Wait, ring off the tongue? Ring off the bell? What? Hit that like and subscribe button. Roll! That's the one. Roll off the tongue. Why do I always make up new phrases by just mishmashing a bunch of them into nonsense? Keeps happening. What's that called again? A spoonerism, right? I'm spoonering. Guys, I'm spooning. I'm sorry. I'm spooning on stream. It happens. It just happens. Oh, speaking of barrel rolls, is it fun to play Star Fox 64? I've never really played it much. I only play like 20 minutes at most. Tanya's the master of spoonerisms. Am I the big or little spoon? You know, I don't even know which one I would like more. I need more experience, I think. How do I get experience? Ines, come to me! I need experience. Well, she will, if she wants to, if she stays in my place, she will have to share the bed with me because I only have one. It's pretty small, actually. For 2 people, it'll be very small, I think. I guess it's a good thing it's not summer. What about sporks? Sporks are very random and they sound kind of stupid. I feel like trying to put 2 things in one always makes both worse. Yeah. Not recommending. Won't all the Barbies come at once? Of course. We're gonna make a little pile of Barbies. It's gonna become really warm, so we'll have to figure out what to do. I'll just put the air conditioning on like max, and then we just sleep. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, we can all be there at the same time. If they all come at the same time, then we can have a party. Barbie party. I'm sure I can turn. Maybe my air conditioning also has like a pull feature where they can pull stuff out of the air, so we can get rid of all the estrogen. Otherwise, we might all just, you know, we might all start to sink or something. I'm not really sure how this works. I don't want to make it weird. Yeah. Yeah, I have to see if I can accommodate so much women at once. Not too sure. I will have to find out a way to host everyone. But it'll be fine. What about the smell? No Ken at a Barbie party. Kens are not allowed unless we are streaming. We're gonna yap. Probably. But I have enough space. At least for one person, I should have enough. Might be worth getting an Airbnb. I really despise Airbnbs. I'm not sure if they're as bad in Japan as they are elsewhere, but God, I hate them. I don't want to support it, you know? Airbnb, it's one of those companies, just like Uber, it just started out as some tech bro being like, whoa, what if we disrupt the current industry by going with something that's completely different from the current standards, and instead of having a hotel where you get a room with service, you just go to a dude and you couch surf for like $20, and then you're like having a friend, but it's not really your friend, it's more like a random guy that just sleeps on your couch and vomits in there after he parties, and you're like, yeah, then you clean up after him and he pays you $20, and you do this every day and you make friends. And Airbnb started out as a friend thing, by the way. You wanted to be like, wow, I can host like people from abroad, and they'll be like, yay, I love country's culture, and you can spread the love. And then they changed it slowly as people started to smell money, and they changed it into a hotel thing without it being a hotel, which meant it was much cheaper, because hotels have regulations, just like Uber. Taxis have regulations, but Uber doesn't, because they say, well, we're not a taxi business, we're here to disrupt the personal vehicle system and give ride shares. It's not a taxi, it's just you just happen to be in the same car at the same time as a guy that's not really going in that direction, but you tell them to, so you do, and then you let them out and they pay you, but it's not a taxi. Yeah, that eventually the legislation is like, okay, my buddy, my bro, you are actually a taxi, so you have to follow the rules. And then they die because it's very expensive to be a taxi business. Yep. Yeah, go disrupt the sleep industry, Fishy, go for it. That's very redacted. Now Uber wants the taxis out of business with self-driving. It would still be a taxi, right? So they still have the same regulations. Disrupt this pants grab. Yeah. You're now getting arrested for indecent exposure on the stream. Sorry. Yeah, they often use their money to kind of get rid of the competition by undercutting them so hard that they have to go out of business eventually. I think that's the main I think that's the main way of doing business for them, actually. Like, they are running on a loss until they are so established and so people are so used to using them as a service that once they lift the price up, they can get away with it because people are used to it at that point. That's, I think, what they want out of this. Yeah, but that's kind of over. Yeah, it's a loss leader. You take a loss until you're in the leader position. Everyone else has gone bankrupt because you keep undercutting them. And then you are safely able to raise prices because alternatives are no longer possible. And the entry to market is usually very high because you need so much stuff to start. And not worth it anymore very often. But I don't know. I've used taxis before, like very sporadically. I've used Uber a few times, but Uber, every time I used Uber, I got a weird guy that just is really gruff and goes like, "You want to go to this location?" Okay. And then they just, I don't know, weirdly stare at you in the mirror. And then you just sit there and like, am I even going into the direction I asked him to? Am I getting killed? Every time I used Uber, I was worried that he might take me to like an abandoned warehouse somewhere and I would get chopped into 5, my neck too. 5 pieces, and then I would be found in a fridge or something on the bottom of a lake. Every time I use Uber, I feel like I'm gonna get cut up soon. I'm not sure if this is just the average woman experience, but I always get dudes that are like kind of scary. And I mean, I'm hoping they have good ratings and many reviews, right? So I'm hoping that I won't be the one where they're like, you know what, I have a good rating. If I have a bad rating one time, it will not hurt me that much. Let's cut up this one. I'm hoping I'm not gonna be that particular client, you know? But it's hard to tell. Yeah, dead women don't leave reviews, but if I never arrive on destination and confirm, he gets a bad rating, right? Yeah. So if I never respond because I'm dead, he gets a hit on his rating and it goes down. So pepper spray is illegal. You get arrested for using it. All self-defense weapons are illegal in Netherlands, at least. But in Japan, the taxis are really nice, by the way. I love them. They're always ran by really old dudes, and they're just cute, and they grab your luggage for you and stuff. It's nice. Yeah. Yeah. With Uber, I have to somehow hoist it in the car myself. Only sometimes they help me. Yeah, if you give a bad rating, he knows where you live. Probably should just give up a random address, honestly. Just in case. They also have automatic doors. Yeah, it's so cute. Don't they get mad if you try to open the door? No, they don't get mad. They just tell you, hey, it's okay. It's automatic. Just carry a tiny what now? A little knife? I mean, you probably could. Probably not legal. Can't even pepper spray my food. Yeah, I can't even tolerate having it in my food, let alone if I carry a whole bottle of it somewhere else. Gotta learn how to break a neck. I know how to break a kneecap. I was trained in high school. I did self-defense classes. It was fun. Although, my class didn't take it too serious, and I didn't either. So the lady was trying to teach us, because it was like self-defense for girls. So the lady was trying to teach us that we should always be like screaming and making noise and just yelling. But I was an immature little shit. So instead of going like, what she said which was stop, I don't want this, I instead went like that, and I just made some weird noises instead, and she was like, okay, yeah, if that's how you scream, I go, who am I to judge, right? Yeah, who am I to judge? But everyone else did that too. It was funny. But yeah, if you wanna break someone's knees, you have to basically lift up your leg and then basically kick downwards onto the kneecap, and it basically ruins them. I still remember. Never had to use it, but maybe one day I have to. Also, kick them in the balls. Surprisingly, all the self-defense stuff I learned was only how to attack dudes. I guess women don't really attack women much. If they do, they probably go after each other's hair. I would. I would. It hurts. Learn judo. I I wasn't allowed to. I had to go to what's knutselen in English? Knutselen. Ooh. I guess handcraft? Handcrafts? Yeah, arts and crafts. That's a good one. Yeah, I went to arts and crafts class. So you can probably tell what kind of alignment my parents have as far as roles go. Boys, they get to fight. Girls, you have to learn how to make cute little home decorations. I made mosaics and stuff. I baked like pots. No, it was just a hobby thing. It was not part of school. My brothers were sent to judo because they wanted to, and I was like, I want to fight too. And my mom was like, no, you'll get bruises. You're gonna go to arts and crafts class. Goodbye. That's nice and girly. It was fun actually. I love doing it. I could drop a pot on their heads after I first sculpt it and then put it into the kiln, and then I have to wait a while, and then I control my own pots. Judo's awesome. I mean, fighting sports, I mean, it's self-defense, but they're just cool. They're cool. I would love to still be able to learn how to do that. Just hide 2 rupees inside. Ooh, I think the rupees will do more damage than because of the glass than the pot will. You do taekwondo. Oh, sick. Try it out at home. I kind of do wanna see if I can find something nearby, because it's also really fun and healthy and useful to learn how to self-defend. Because most of the self-defense is not about being strong. It's more about leveraging the opponent's strength, which is good for me because I have 0 strength on my own. Oh, once you get your wrist fixed, you're gonna pick up judo or get back into boxing. Oh, sick. Nice. Yeah, it's also really good exercise. I have to see if I can find anything nearby. I'm fairly sure I already tried that many times before, but you never know what pops up in the meantime. Even my rural little area is getting things nowadays, so... In the end, it still comes down to straight up size and weight. Yeah, I don't exactly have a lot of points in either of those two, but... I'm sure an untrained dude will still be in trouble if you're trained as a girl. If both are trained, you're screwed. But if the other person isn't, you might still have a chance. I can also wear chainmail. I can be like Ashley. I can just wear a knight's outfit and I'll be too heavy to lift. But if I get knocked over, I'll be like a turtle upside down. And go for the male soft spot. Wait, guys also have their soft spot get hard over time, right? Like on the head. Doesn't that go away if you're a baby? That's the only soft spot I can think of. Yeah, we had soft spots. They get hard over time. Yeah, otherwise your skull plates will just, you know, disembark. Is that what happened to Tyler 1? He wore a headset as a baby. Well, it's kind of cute. Stop saying it. What, do you still have one? I'm sorry. Maybe one day it will grow together. The temples. Temples are kind of sensitive, right? The middle of the solar plexus. Do you want to hit them in the sun? Impressive. Knock the lights out. Yeah, actually, if you get hit on your temples, don't you, like, get knocked out? Oh, the jaw. Yeah, if you hit someone in the jaw, you definitely knock them out. I've seen that happen a lot in fights. Just Hadouken! I can't generate energy out of my palm. I mean, I could. But only if someone is naughty and they need to be slapped in the chat. I think for a lot of things, humans are both really frail and really non-frail at the same time. It's kind of wild. If you fall wrong, like even if you're just standing and you happen to land on something like sensitive, you can just die. And other things, you can just fall off a building and be okay. It's so weird. Why are we why are we like that? Why don't we have consistency? Weird. Hadoukens are probably illegal. Almost everything is illegal in Netherlands. What else is illegal? Oh yeah, if you get burglared and you punch the burglar, I think you can go to jail. I'm not sure if biting is that also bad? If you climb on their back and bite them in the neck. Can I say it's a vampire? I could. What if I just get my fang out and then then I can just pass it off as a vampire. Just one with a missing tooth. Here, take out my stuff. Let me bag it up for you too. Let me put it into a nice plastic bag for you. Let me also sort it per item so you have, let me write on it what's in what. This is my money bag. I put in my wallet and stuff. Here's my jewelry bag. Just put in all my jewelry. Don't have much, but you know, it's nice to have it sorted. Things like that. Just poke a hole in their lung. How do you do that? My fingers are not that pointy. Also, my nails are really short now because they kind of got chipped. If your shop gets robbed, that's because you have insurance. Also, if I work at a shop and it gets robbed, why would I risk my life trying to protect Hale Corporate? I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna be like, oh no, we're getting robbed. Hit the silent alarm. If I cannot, I'll just stand there and no, I can't do anything. Thank you for spending money. Vermilion and Manifestantes. You are were very rich, but you got robbed by the Redeem monster. Just play dead. Would I be good at playing dead? I'll probably start giggling. I'll be lying on the floor going like hee hee. I wonder if they will know I'm still alive. Hee hee. The Redeem monster called Gamblor. We didn't have a Gamba in a while. Try not to talk challenge. Do you know how hard it is? Well, not always, but sometimes you're just kind of like, you're just, you know, on the floor. You're like, I'm just sleeping on my desk after a nice session of gaming, and you have to go to bed and you don't really wanna. Or, in my case, you have a game that's waiting for you. You're literally looking at it on Steam, and then you sit there and you're like, man, I could start it, but also I'm still talking and I keep talking about a new thing, and then I switch again, and then you still keep going, and then at some point it's been 4 hours and there's still not a singular video game. Has streaming made me talk to myself more? Surprisingly, no. I always talk to myself beforehand too. It's just easy. You just kind of commentate on what you're doing and what you're supposed to do. Helps you not forget stuff. Ah! Must have been the wind. Shipes are sometimes a little gassy. It's been a while since you've laid on the floor. Do you guys do that sometimes? You just lie on the floor for no reason? Yeah, sometimes. Not without reason. When it's hot, daily. Rarely. You have a bed. Well, me too, but sometimes you just want to be on the floor. Of course, it has to be clean. You don't want to have, like, foot gunk on yourself. You do it to make your back not hurt. Oh. For me, that would not really help. Yeah. For me, lying on the floor like flat is a tiny bit painful because, hold on, let me grab my paint again. Today is a painty day. This is a little exaggerated, but the feeling is the same. If I lie on the floor, it really feels like this, like you're just like nose, and then you're like, in my case, and you have your feet. And in my case, it feels like when I lie, it does this. And so if I'm lying on the floor, I feel like my body does this, you know, like this is how my posture feels like. I feel like I'm going into like an arch and it hurts. It hurts. Ines, do you relate to this problem? You're also kind of booty heavy. Ines, do you feel the same problem? So if I'm in bed, yeah, I have a pillow, right? So I can yes, Ines relates. I have a pillow that I just use to lift up myself, and then the problem is kind of fixed. Let me add my nose. I'm a snowman. Do you wanna be a snowman? Woohoo! Yeah. So I fix it with a pillow, kinda. But if I lie on the floor, you can't really do that. Yeah, and the mattress, of course, also has a little bit of memory foam, so it remembers my butt. Yeah, if you have a mattress, it's soft there, so it kind of sinks in, and you don't really feel it so much. But I do have. You have to switch out. You have to, if you have a mattress, you have to flip it like over every time you switch out the sheets, because otherwise you end up with a permanent like butt dent in there, and which is convenient, but not really. You don't want to have a permanent butt dent. You know exactly where you've been. How's the Japanese mattress? It's kind of harder than what I like, but it's still fine, I think. Phew. It's fine. I don't mind it. I'm already used to it, to be honest. It's just a tiny bit harder than what I have at home. Yeah, it's a normal mattress, and it had a topper on top. Although I kind of dug it out, and I realized it was kind of dirty, so I threw it through the laundry. Because I guess whoever was here before, and also the person that like organizes all of the people moving in and out, they didn't wash it. They just washed the sheets that are on top of it, but they didn't wash the topper itself. So I had to run it through the laundry because it was a little stained by Angela. Yeah. My Netflix buddy. So it was a little ew, so I had to clean it. Yeah, I ran it through the laundry. Yeah. Angela's paying. You know, kind of true. If Angela put so many stains in that topper, I am, you know, completely in my rights to watch terrible Netflix shows on her account. Probably the person who comes after me might have a bit of a dent in the butt area. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I hope my butt is not lost due to the Japanese heat making me just not have enough to keep cultivating my butt. Hopefully I can keep it. I'll have to make sure I eat enough. We gotta keep it. Doesn't everyone have a dent in there? Not everyone. Do I sleep with AC on? Yeah, I wonder what the electricity bill will look like, because it's on permanently at this point. It's just, I wonder, because I'm fairly sure. Wait, let me check that. I have no idea if people here just leave it on. Can I leave AC on all day in Japan? Oh yeah, it's not recommended. It is increased energy consumption. Oops. It might dry your throat out. It might. But I don't really feel the air is really dry. I don't feel that much, but maybe it is a little bit because I do feel congested. Let me check Reddit. I'm sure Redditors will always be like, let's see. There's data that shows that leaving it on all day is cheaper. Yeah, that's what I saw too. That's what I thought. I thought that it's more expensive to turn it off and on because it has to get rid of the residual heat, right? I'm not sure if that's exactly how it works. I'm just talking from memory. But if you have a consistent low setting that you use to keep the same lower temperature, it takes less energy than to have it warm up and then you have to, you know, completely bring the temperature down again. That's for fridges. I'm not sure. I thought that's how it works with residual heat, that it has to, you know, neutralize the hotness and then go back to cold. And you do this over and over, and that takes more energy to do than to just leave it running. It depends on the AC unit itself. I have no idea what I have. I have a Daikin, I think it says. That's a pretty common one, isn't it? Brand-wise. Model, I have no idea. But it's a Daikin. How new is the building? I think it's like 20 years old-ish? I actually don't know. It's not old. It's fairly new looking, at least. I don't know if they gave me a date, actually. Don't think so. If it's drafty and trying to lower... No, it's not drafty. It feels actually pretty, what's it called? Isolated. Yeah, it feels pretty isolated because I can't really hear much besides that one guy screaming at midnight. We have a screamer. Yeah, it feels pretty insulated. Yeah, I think it's fairly new. Like, I know Japan doesn't really let their buildings sit around long because they just they just tore the whole thing down every 30 years or so. Was it screams of terror? No, it was more like crazy people kind of scared, like screaming. It's more like, you know that crazy cat lady from Simpsons? It's kind of like that vibe, I think. Daikin are one of the better models. Hello, Maligos. Hi. Even the lowest tier will be more efficient to leave it on. Yeah, okay. Right? Okay, so I left it on this whole time because I thought ACs are generally better to leave on than to constantly go into a cycle of like having to really cool it off and then over and over. Yeah, I'll just leave it on, I suppose. I'm gonna miss this thing. It's so nice. I have it on Yasumi mode, so it's fairly mild. It could be colder, but I don't really like cold that much. I don't. Gember would vibe with the crazy cat lady. Gember vibes with anyone. He's such a charmer. Everyone always loves him the most, which is funny. He's the obnoxious one. But he's friendly. I mean, the vet even has a tag for him that says friendly. It's so cute. Even with guys, I thought he only flirted with girls. He definitely cuddles up with girls. But he's friendly to dudes. He gets along very well with my family. So he just he's a bit of a player. He always wants the pets from the girls, but he's okay with the guys. How are the two rascals doing? My mom says they're playing along very nicely, which is suspicious to me. Because every time I look at Gember, he's harassing Aisha, so... I don't know what he's up to. I guess my mom might just not be around enough to see him be his usual self. He's probably doing it off camera for her. He's a pet pest. He is! He is! But he's also really cute. I still remember that one time he had the kidney stones and he was doing really badly at the time. It was pretty close because he had a kidney stone and it was blocking his urinary tract. And for a male cat, that is deadly. So I had to bring him into the emergency and they did surgery on him and everything. And I came to visit him to give him snuggles and stuff, like through the cage, just to make sure that he felt like I was not gone or anything. And I remember I walked up to the cage and he saw me and he got up, he started purring. He was like, oh, he tried to boop me through the cage. I was like, oh, my heart. But then I saw they put a little note on his cage that said, friendly. And I was like, oh, of course he is. He's so sweet. They actually marked him as being, you know, safe to pet and stuff. And I guess a lot of pets are not like that. So they had to add a little note to everyone that worked at the veterinarian that he is safe and can be pet and everything. they put friendly. And now my heart was melting because I was like, yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy, the friendliest little guy on the planet. But he was so sweet. That's a few years ago at this point, I think. But yeah, I hope he will still continue to do good. It's been a while since he had issues, so it all was looking very nice. I went to the vet as well before I left because they had to get their vaccinations, and they also did a little checkup. And Gember got even fatter, so that's good. And Aisha stayed on weight, which is also good. Gember is turning a little orbular, like only tiny bit though. He is literally he is like, he's heavy, but he's also really large, so it still comes out to being healthy. But he's still adding to his girth. He's a big chunky little guy. He's very large. He'll be round. No. He cannot be round. It's bad for his health. He's a big appetite. He loves eating. You want me to recommend you an airline? Are you already booking, Ines? Oh, but you're flying from Germany, so I don't really know what to recommend to you. I usually just I just Google search, like from where I want to depart, and then, yeah, don't fly Ryanair. I don't even think they go out of Europe. I don't think their planes can even fly that long without crashing. But Ines, you can check on Google. You can look for a flight. Like, you could just put in destination and where you leave, and then you get like different suggestions. And make sure not to fly through Dubai or anything else like that. Just fly through like France or something. Or if you have direct flight, you can also do that. Yeah, if it's cheaper. Usually having a layover is cheaper, in my experience. Am I scared you would get a rich Dubai husband? Yeah, I'm afraid you will be turned into someone's Dubai chocolate, that's for sure. Yeah, don't. I don't think that you should, unless it's cheap and you're not afraid. But Ines, if you get scooped up with a rich husband, I wish you all the best. That was a roundabout way to call Ines sweet, right? Yeah. Actually, we tried to Dubai chocolate together. I'd never had it before. It was pretty beamful, actually. Oh, I called Ines sweet. She is actually really sweet. Yeah, she is. Was it good? It was good, but I would say for the price, it was like $10 or something. I would say it's not really worth it. But I do think it was like the experience, like just trying stuff. I like trying things. Even if I don't really like it, I still think it's good to at least give it a try. And it was alright. It's pretty unhealthy, I think. Thank you, Ghost Horse, for subscribing 33 months. Thank you! Thank you also for the cheer. Mystic Matt and RGB, thank you so much for gifting. Thank you. Kolzuna, thank you also for subscribing. Thank you. Thank you. Why are direct flights so expensive? I know, that's why I recommended you should probably lay over somewhere. Usually they fly through France or something, but maybe in Deutschland they have like within the country layovers. I'm not really sure how it works. They don't really do that here. You have to go abroad. The pistachios don't come true for you? You know, I'm kind of basic, but I prefer chocolate that's kind of... Oh, I like when they have nuts, but I also like if they have fruits inside. So my personal favorite is white chocolate with raspberry. I know white chocolate isn't chocolate, but in my opinion it is, and you are wrong. I would recommend that. Or pure with hazelnut is also really good. Really good? Yeah. Routes specifically to X destinations are probably not chartered everywhere. Tokyo is pretty popular, but direct flights are really expensive. At least here they are. And also you don't really have much choice. It's just KLM, I think. You have to fly through other airports and airlines in order to get something cheaper. But it's best to book yourself and not go through a agency or something, because they make it so much harder. You cannot cancel anything. You cannot change anything. It's a huge mess. So, and also if one half gets canceled, that means you're also in trouble. If you get like any problems on, if you book like the whole flight as one singular flight, as in even if it's 2 parts or 3 parts, if you book the whole thing as one singular travel, if anything happens on the way, they will help you out. If you book every single thing separately, they will not do that. You have to book directly at an airline. Really, 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 really. No, I don't mean travel agency. I mean more like let's say an agglomerate. What do you call these things? It's like one of those websites that, like Expedia maybe. If you do it through them, or Booking. Oh, Booking is a good example. If you book a flight through Booking, you are kind of boned. Aggregator. I think that's the word. You have to book separately. Go to the airline themselves. Don't go through a third party. Third party. Yeah. Alligator! Yeah, don't do that. It's annoying. How long can you stay? How long you want to stay, Ines? But you have to remember, I wake up at 3:30 a.m. and I stream, and then I go to study and school, and I have to go to bed at 7 p.m. Just so you're aware that you have to live my awful life while you're here. And you'll have to either stream with me, or, well, you can also just snore through my stream. That's okay too. You can just stay in bed. You just have to live with my yapping. You can do that too. Yeah, you can just snooze. It's okay. Just sleep. It's fine. You can always use my computer when I'm asleep too, if you want to play games or something. My life sounds like an actual anime. Guys, I told you, I'm going to combine this one way or another. And if I have to get up at 4 a.m. in order to keep the streaming slot at somewhat the same time as it was before, I will just do that. Yeah, you'll have my bed to yourself. Congratulations. You could also skinwalk me, I suppose. Everything will be accessible if you're on my computer after all. Oh, maybe I can make you stream for me. Then I can be online every day. You can also just import your model, Ines. You can literally do that too. You can stream as yourself on my channel. Yeah, you can pretend to be me, or we can have shifts. You can be on during the day, I can be on during the night. This is how we achieve 30 days of streaming. I will not be able to do that on my own otherwise. Nina Nina. See, we're already merging. We're already becoming one. Yay! Yeah, the original voice actress for Nina Saotome has retired and the role has been taken over by Ines Line. The true 24-hour stream meta. Yeah! I'm practicing different voices. One of them is my Ines voice. So if you hear this on stream in October, don't worry. That's just me practicing my Ines. Ines, it's not really Ines. It's actually me. Yeah. Thank you, Ines, for helping me out with my voice acting career. Thank you. Yeah, that's Nina's. Yeah. Oh, you're hearing Henry bark in the background? I'm sorry. Woo, woo, woo. Colby, no! Colby! It's just like what you're used to. Now I have to drop something. Hold on. It's the flight company Lot Good. Lot. Which one's that from? Is that the German one? Polish Airlines. Ooh. Can they even go into space? Does that count? Never heard of it. Can we see how many crashes they had? How many crashes? Oh, they actually tracked that? Oh, geez. Okay, they had oh, all the crashes were in the 60s for some reason. Was that because of Soviet planes? Okay, that sounds safe. They're no longer Soviet, right? Oh no, one of them is newer. It's a Boeing, okay. This is in the 80s. This is in the 80s again. Man, the 80s had a bad time for aviation. Okay, only one flight has crashed in recent times. Yeah. Sounds safe. Yeah, it's all Boeings. I don't think they do any others than Boeings for long distance, honestly. If it's Boeing, you're not going. Boeing is, I'm fairly sure my flight was a Boeing. I'm here. Unless. Yeah, at least I like to believe I'm still here. I might actually just be, Guys, I have bad news for you. You're actually in The Sixth Sense, the movie. I've been dead this whole time. You're seeing people. Bye. Seeing people? Hmm? People better be me. You're gathered here today to watch my stream. Very good! Spite is a great motivator. No, I'm not very spiteful. I like to have other reasons to be a ghost, like peeping. I think peeping is a fun hobby as a ghost. What else? Walking through walls. That's pretty cool. Wall hack. Yay! Ooh, you can slightly poltergeist like objects. You can just make them move. That's fun. Your tulpa's back. Well, yeah. Wait, where's your tulpa? Is it Shibe? Shibe is very real, okay? Yeah, moving things around, making them think they're crazy. That sounds kind of fun. I want to make people believe they're schizophrenic. If I were a ghost, that would be my goal. I would want to make people think that it's them. Have I seen Grok today? No, how is Grok doing? Is he still causing trouble? Gronk. Wake up! The schizo specter. That sounds like I'm inspecting things. Yeah, I'm checking how schizo you are. Bum ba-dum ba-dum. Bum ba-dum ba-dum bum ba. Bum ba-dum ba-dum. Bum ba-dum ba-dum bum ba. Bum ba-dum. Bum ba-dum. Bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum ba-dum. Schizo specter. Schizo specter. Go, schizo, go! Go, schizo, go! Lufthansa. Aren't they Swedish? Wait, they have Luft in there. They're Deutsch? Ines, just pick something cheap. They're all good. I mean, if they're not good, they would be out of business. If they would be terrible. Okay, Ines, hold on. I have Grok. Let me use Grok for you. Super Grok? Wow! Sorry. Is that what you meant with... Why is he super now? Why is he upgraded? Why is he Super Grok now? What the fuck? Super Grok 4? Did you know Super Grok 4 is canon according to Toriyama? Let's see. Hey, Super Grok. Why are you super? Let's see. It's not actually Super Grok, just Grok 3. Oh, you're right. Super Grok 3. Alright. Ah. Super AI and... Oh my god, how long were you sitting on that one? Terrible. I think Mr. Voice has become the new Verdi, although the puns are a little better. Hey Grok, which airline is less deadly? LOT, Lufthansa, or what was the third one? I don't know. Searching. Comparing the safety records of LOT Polish Airlines and Lufthansa involves looking at their accident history. Safety rating on LOT is 7 out of 7 from airratings.com. Okay, they meet EU standards. They had no fatal accidents since 1987. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. But do they fly like 5 times a month, and that's why? They are bolstered by their Star Alliance membership. Okay, Lufthansa also has a 7 out of 7 rating. They are ranked 8th globally on safest. And LOT is not ranked at all. Okay. They had an excellent safety record with very few fatal incidents. Few is not none, though. Let's see. Both airlines have a clean record since the 90s. Let's see. Both are safe. Both are... Ines, it doesn't matter. They're both fine. Just pick the cheaper one. Just pick whatever's cheaper. Is Germanwings good? Is that an actual name? What's with the uncreative names? Gosh darn. Next they're gonna have just Plain Corp. Yeah, just save your money, get something cheaper. Then you can buy more cake in Japan. Hee. Yeah, just see it that way, Ines. If you get something cheaper, you can buy more shit over here. You can go to the Akihabara and you can buy a lot of stuff. Just look at it that way. Usually it's just country air. Netherlands air. Nah. Consume. Yeah, you should consume a lot here. Although... Oh yeah, we're gonna go to the German restaurant. Yeah. Ines, we're gonna go to the German restaurant. Yeah, Narita is good. I also use that one. I will come pick you up. And I guess maybe I can buy a travel card. Wait, do you have iPhone, right? Okay. You can I will tell you how to get the card on your phone. It's nice and convenient. Yeah. I'll come pick you up and then help you with all the basics, like how to get money out of the ATM and stuff. That kind of stuff. Yeah. I will not kidnap her. She's voluntarily coming to my house, okay? Kidnapping is only if she tries to leave. Haneda is the main one. They're both kind of similar. Narita is further away, but I think they're investing more into it because it has more room to expand compared to Haneda because it's closer to Tokyo itself, I think. I've never used Haneda actually. I think it was supposed to be more posh. The neighbors are like, oh my god, more Germans. More. I have no idea who my neighbors are. And as far as I know, I want to keep it that way. Just so they don't know who's the one screaming at 6 a.m. I don't want to be known as that screaming girl. I want to stay very anonymous. They probably already know. I mean, I've already seen people, so they know I exist. But do they know I'm the source of trouble? No, they don't.
I know Dutch people.
Yes. Ban them all. I'm German from now on. Hallo? Ich bin Deutsch. Und ich komme aus Berlin. Ich bin ein Berliner. Mhm. Ik ben laat op. Vroeg bedoel je? Bit late for that. Nah. Nine! I'm the wailing banshee. I am not. I am just here to study. Yes, you wouldn't call 1 a.m. early. Well, it's 8 a.m. for me, so... Yeah. Ist nicer. Yeah, I think so too. I'm gonna have to slowly call it a night though, because I have to get ready for school. School. Du hast mich gefragt und ich hab nix gesagt. What am I doing today for school? That's such a good question. Oh, what am I doing? I forgot to play a game. Wow, what a surprise. What a surprise. Even installed some farming games actually. I got Fields of Mystria. Guys, I actually installed some games. I got Fields of Mystria, I got the karaoke horror game. I got my summer car. I wanna build a car one day. Do you want to build a summer car? I do! What was I planning to do? I wanted to play the karaoke, which is the Chilla's game. I still have the Harvest Moon SNES playthrough. I never finished. I'm somewhere in the fall, I think. I forgot to take all my breaks. Oh! No wonder I have to pee. Okay. Guys, why did you just take all my attention for 4 hours straight and I didn't even use the toilet? Crazy. Oh, I guess I could do it for next catch up. That's true. I'm gonna go raid someone. Did I bulldoze through the ads? Yes. I was yapping. Alright, let's go raid someone. Hey, Ines, can you go stream? No, I'll be fine, Aries. Don't worry. I'll be fine. Don't worry, guys. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Ines, go live! She's not going live. Let's not bully. We're gonna bully Ines on Friday. Yay! Let's see. Well, Liza P. I want to play that eventually too. Lumi's online. I see Grimmy's also online. Maybe we can raid Grimmy. Let's raid Grimmy. Grimmy. Let's do that. Thank you everyone so much for joining today. Hope you had a fun time catching up. I will come back tomorrow on Discord because we're gonna do a watch along. We're gonna watch a movie, Monster Hunter most likely. Then on Friday, I'll have a double stream because I'll be playing a sponsored game, Heroes of Mount Dragon. And after that, I'll be joining Ines, who's right there, and Grape in Elden Ring Night Rain. And the day after on Saturday, I'll be part of Orla's charity stream. I also have a call-in later that night. I just didn't list it here, but I'll be calling in for a few minutes. And on Sunday, I hope to get pretty far in Metroid Prime. There is a very large chance I will just die and lose all progress again. However, I'll do my best. I brought my controller, so I should be able to play as I did before. If not, it's gonna be rough. But I'm gonna do my best. So thank you guys so much. I'll do my best at school today. You also go get some sleep. And if it's still early, hope you get to enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll see you soon. Go take care of yourself. I will do the same. And catch you soon. Bye-bye.